Welcome to the Coca-Cola pregame show. Now, here are the voices of K99.3, Mitch Columbi and Coach Terry Minix.
You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Tonight, the South Central Satellites continue on in the 2023 sectional semifinal round against the South Bend Career Academy Lady Trailblazers. This is Indiana High School basketball. For the last 57 years, we've experienced sports broadcasting greatness here on WKVI. For that, we tip our hat to Harold Welter and thank him for his dedication and service to local high school sports. Thank you, Harold, for all that you have done for Kankakee Valley Broadcasting. Thank you to our in-game producer, Marilla Schaefer, who is back at KVB headquarters, making sure we are broadcasting out to you live. With us tonight is our sports analyst, two-time Indiana High School basketball state champ, Terry Minix. I am Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. This is Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. And we welcome you to the Nest in North Judson, Indiana, 46366. This is the IHSAA's 2023 Girls Sectional 34 semifinal round as we are set to continue the new era of Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports on 99.3 FM and around the world, streaming live on WKVI.com. As we get ready for our 29th basketball broadcast of the season, we have enjoyed multiple games broadcasting the South Central Satellites of Union Mills. They have had quite the season this year and are one of the favorites in this sectional. We will get to them in a moment, though. We have, however, not seen the Trailblazers of South Bend Career Academy. When we look at the Trailblazers, head coach Beth Brown is in her third season leading this team. The Trailblazers have had a tough season, getting only 6 wins under their belt. They wrapped up their regular season last Friday against Fort Wayne Canterbury in a tough loss, 34-55. They come into tonight 6-15 on the year. Leading the team in scoring is Adriana Hyde, averaging 12.9 points per game. She also leads the team in rebounds and steals, grabbing 9 per game off the glass and 2.7 takeaways per contest. Finally, Gabby Terrell leads the team in assists, averaging 1.8 per game. We turn now to our sports analyst for this evening. Well-respected Coach Terry Minix. What's up, Coach?
It's great, man. It's tournament time in Indiana.
Yes, sir, it is. So glad to have you here. Of course, tough loss for some of our area teams in the area on Tuesday, but we still have several in play. And if you're joining us for tonight, we are expecting a great game from both the South Central Satellites and, of course, the LaVille Lady Lancers. Both teams are hot right now. I think that they've found their groove this part of the season, but we haven't seen the South Bend Career Academy Trailblazers. What would a message that you would give to a struggling team trying to find their way in this big tournament?
Well, basically, you're going out there with, quite frankly, nothing to lose. You just go out, have fun. You know that South Central is, picked to win this game especially, and if not the whole tournament. But just relax, play your game, have fun. If you start pressing, then you'll have all kinds of issues.
Well, we turn the page and look at the South Central Satellites girls basketball team. They are led by Ben Anderson, who is in his second year leading the way. The Satellites have cruised through this season to a 20-3 record, only losing to LaVille, North Judson, St. Pierre, and Shelbyville. What's interesting is LaVille, who beat North Judson St. Pierre this past Tuesday, will play after this game. If both the Satellites and the Lady Lancers were to win tonight, it would be a rematch both Coach Terry Minix and I would be chomping at the bit to see. Leading the team in scoring is Olivia Marks, averaging 15 points per game. She also leads the team in rebounds, averaging 6.2 a game. She averages 1 block a game as well. Kate Welsh leads this team in assists, averaging 3.1 per game, and Lillian Tolman leads the team in steals, averaging 2.8 per game. We were lucky enough to broadcast their game last month where Olivia Marks reached 1,000 career points. We quickly realized, though, how many threats this team has on the floor and also coming off the bench. We were also at their final game of the regular season last Friday night in the launch pad where they captured their second straight PCC round-robin championship, going undefeated in conference play. Well, Terry, we've heard it before, but what are your thoughts on this Satellite team as we head into the second game of the sectionals for them?
Well, I tell you, they're just a fun team to watch. They've got all different kinds of players that can do all different kinds of things. I mean, I guess you just say a couple names and you pretty much go through the team. But they're fun to watch. I think they're playing some of their best ball right now. It's just one of them things that, that loss they had early in the year to LaVille was the very first game of the year. So, a lot, I don't know what happened in that first game, but it was a long, long time. It was last year.
Yeah, it was. I mean, seriously, though.
Yeah, it was last year. So, so I think we're really in for, if it goes the way we think it's going to go, it should be a nice sectional final tomorrow evening.
It should be, if it goes the way we are thinking. But we appreciate all of you joining us on the Coca-Cola pregame show, refreshing the world, making a difference. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors as the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report is next. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking, in 4-hour dinners with friends, in that first bite of something new, and in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas. Average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
Who's in? Who's out? It's the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report with Mitch Columbi. Mitch?
Thank you, John Thompson. The Pulaski Memorial Hospital has been serving lives of the residents of Pulaski County and the surrounding area since 1963. We appreciate them supporting local high school sports. We are lucky to say no injuries to report tonight, as that will be your Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report. Stay tuned as the Marian University's Ancilla College Coaches Corner is next. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
This presentation of our area's local high school sports is sponsored by Pulaski Memorial Hospital in Winamac. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is dedicated to providing excellent health care to improve the health and quality of life for the people and the community they serve. They will meet the community's needs and exceed their expectations by creating the best possible health care experience. For more information of the services they provide, call 946-2100.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Browns. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392, the Stark County Co-op.
Let's talk with the coaches on the Ancilla College Coaches Corner with Mitch Columbi.
All right, I'm here with head coach of the South Central Satellites, Ben Anderson. Coach, coming into the semifinal round now against the South Bend Career Academy. What do you know about them?
Yeah, we've watched them on film and take a look at their stats. And, they've struggled throughout the year. But, hey, it's tournament time. And when you get to sectionals, everyone's 0-0. And so they got the bye. And this is their first game of their new season. And so we take everyone seriously. And we're going to play our game tonight. And, you just never know what can happen. So we're going to play hard tonight and play South Central basketball and give it our best effort.
You can maybe jump out into the press like we did, like we saw in the first game?
Yeah, most likely. Yeah, we'll probably come out in our press and, just that usually helps lead to our offense. Good defense leads to our offense. And, it's kind of been our ticket here lately. And so, yeah, we're going to kind of stay the course in terms of that and see how it goes.
What's the message to the girls tonight in the locker room?
Yeah, just new season. We're 1-0 from Tuesday night, but they're Career Academy 0-0, and anything can happen on any given night, and you can't take anything for granted. And so we're going to play good, hard basketball tonight, and just play our game and not worry about anything else. I tell these girls all the time that go out and show everyone that you're the better team on the floor, and we're going to make our best effort at doing that tonight.
Message to Satellite Nation.
Just always appreciate everyone's support. Satellite Nation is the best, and we'll see it here tonight and also listening on WKVI tonight, and we sincerely appreciate your support, as always.
Coach, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Welcome to Marian University's newest location, Ancilla College of Marian University. Marian's newest campus location in Plymouth is your home for an on-campus college experience. From living in the dorms to being a collegiate student-athlete, Marian University is ranked 3rd most innovative Midwest university by U.S. News & World Report. For more information about our 2- or 4-year degrees, go to www.marian.edu/Ancilla. That's www.marian.edu/Ancilla.
Back to the Marian University Ancilla College Coaches Corner. I have with us head coach of the South Bend Career Academy Trailblazers, Beth Brown. Coach, coming into this game against the South Central Satellites, what do you know about them?
We know that they're tall, and we're not necessarily tall, so we're coming in hoping we can defend the post and make sure we box out.
Anything in particular that you're hoping to see from your girls out on the floor tonight, an accomplishment that you really want to see?
Hoping that they continue to try hard the entire game and play well and up to their potential.
Anything in particular that we may see from your girls out on the floor that you're going to implement early on?
We might be implementing a box and one against their best player, so we'll try that out tonight.
Message to Trailblazer Nation who may be listening this evening.
Come cheer us on.
Coach, I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has it in stock. From sampan, aqua patio, and sweetwater pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver Portside Marina can help. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 842-5000. Culver Portside Marina.
Now it's time for the Keys to the Game, sponsored by the Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen.
All right, as we get set for Indiana High School girls sectional basketball action, what are your keys to the game as a satellite tonight, Terry?
Well, get off to a good start, is the big thing, and then you can kind of hopefully get some other players into the game. And the other part, I guess a big key that you don't always look at, but I think make sure no one's going to get hurt.
Yeah, absolutely. This part of the season, especially when you're up by 20 points potentially, I'd like to say you get some bench players in there, right, Coach?
Yeah.
Maybe get some bench minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe. Will I get a chance?
Yeah, well, you'll get a chance. I knew that was coming. No, that's good. But that's the thing. The other part is you're playing in a tournament time, and for them, you're going to get some of these players that you never know that, if you get in some foul problems or something happens in the championship game, if they, get there, then you're going to need them. So you want to get them a little bit of experience and understand, the tournament feel of the game and get them out there, and so it's a good thing.
All right, now flip sides. You're the head coach of the South Bend Career Academy Trailblazers. What do you want to see out of your girls tonight?
Well, take care of the basketball. I mean, you saw how the Satellites, they pressure you. I mean, they're playing all 84, 50 feet of this court, and they're going to be all over, and I'm sure they're going to, press them and try to turn them over really quick and jump on them quick. So take care of the basketball, and like I said in the beginning, just have fun.
Just have fun. That's your keys to the game, sponsored by the Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen. Today's broadcast is also brought to you in part by Marian University's Ancilla College. If you are looking for a place to continue your education, visit marian.edu/Ancilla. Time to sit back, grab a Coke, and chill as the Coca-Cola pregame show continues. Our starting lineup is next. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Have you ever wondered how much I could sell my vehicle for? Well, Auto Park Chevrolet GMC can help with that. We're looking to buy your vehicle. It is a quick, simple process that puts money in your pocket. Stop by the Auto Park on Oak Road for one of our sales professionals to assess your vehicle and have a cash price for you in moments. If you're looking to trade, we have stacks of inventory for you to choose from, or you can walk away with a check in hand. Don't hassle with listing on Marketplace or waiting forever to sell it privately. Let us make you an offer today. Auto Park Chevrolet GMC. Check us out at www.autoparkchevroletbuickgmc.com or call 574-936-5590 or come to see us next to Walmart in Plymouth.
This presentation of our area's local high school sports is sponsored by Pulaski Memorial Hospital in Winamac. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is dedicated to providing excellent health care to improve the health and quality of life for the people and the community they serve. They will meet the community's needs and exceed their expectations by creating the best possible health care experience. For more information of the services they provide, call 946-2100.
Now it's time for the starting lineups.
For the Satellites of Union Mills, Indiana, starting at point guard is Kate Welsh. At the 2 guard is Hope Welsh. Starting at the 3 is Lillian Tolman. At the 4 is Sadie Marks, and at the 5 is Olivia Marks. For the Lady Trailblazers of South Bend Career Academy, at point guard is Gabby Terrell. At the 2 is Sia Mudular. Starting at the 3 is Olivia Cooper. At the 4 is Adriana Hyde. And at the 5 is Caitlin Brew. That is your starting lineup for tonight as we will be back to get set for tip-off. You are listening to KVB's WKVI.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking, in 4-hour dinners with friends, in that first bite of something new, and in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
Kankakee Valley Broadcasting, bringing you Indiana High School basketball on 99.3 FM, The Valley.
From the Nest in North Judson, Indiana, it's the 2023 IHSAA Sectional 34 semifinal round between the South Central Satellites and the South Bend Career Academy Trailblazers. I am Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting as WKVI will always be here. We also want to let you know Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WYMR will always be here too. As a matter of fact, you can catch even more girls basketball sectional semifinal action right now between the Knox Lady Redskins and the John Glenn Lady Falcons with the boss, Tony Ross, on Max 98.3 FM and online at max983.net. We invite you to flip back and forth as KVB has you covered for local high school sports in this area of Indiana. Also, don't hesitate to follow us on social media. We are on Facebook at Sports to the Max, on Instagram at WKVI Sports, and on Twitter at KVB Sports for all Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports content. Well, seems we have some time here, Coach. How are things going in your world?
Going well. One thing I do have after one period over at John R. Nelson Gymnasium in that 1A sectional at Culver. It's Triton Trojans 12 and the Michigan City Blazers 7 after one.
All right, so Triton in a fight right now there in Culver. Appreciate the update. But, yeah, how's things going on in your world?
Going good. Like I say, I love it. It's tournament time. There's a lot of great games. I mean, I wish them all good luck. I mean, it's exciting, but it's one of them that somebody's going to lose, and there's going to be some seniors. It's going to be their last games, and it's very sad in that way. But it's tournament time. It's a lot of fun. We want to wish all the coaches. Obviously, Coach Minix is playing right now with Knox, but wish them good luck. Wish Coach McGowan.
Sure, yes, absolutely.
Good luck. They're going to have a tough game tonight against Couts, so there's a lot of good games, and like I say, I'm excited. I'm excited to watch hopefully the championship tomorrow, and see who's moving on to the regional.
Well, and it's funny you just bring that up. I looked into it. It looks like the winner from this sectional will actually end up at the regional in Winamac. So Winamac, just down the road, will be hosting the regional that the team from this sectional 34 here at North Judson St. Pierre will go on. So just down the road for us.
Yeah, and they changed the regional this year. It's it's not a 2-game regional, it's just a 1-game regional.
Interesting.
So it's always before been that where you had to win a morning game and then the championship was played at night. Now this year to bring back, I guess the IHSA says enthusiasm and keep more people involved and all that, they're going to just a 1-game regional. And then you have a 2-game semi-state.
Semi-state. So that's where you would play in the afternoon or the morning and then the evening.
Exactly.
So that's the road that's ahead of us here. But first is tonight, the semifinal round, a chance to get to the sectional championship, which we talked with several of the South Central satellites early on throughout this year, throughout the season. In fact, Olivia Marks was one of our Tyler Roth WKVI Athletes of the Week. And she told us in that interview, one of the goals that this South Central satellite team had this year was winning a sectional championship. They said that they had done that last year, that they wanted to come back and do it again, and to go on into regional. So this is a goal that the satellites have set from early on throughout the season. This is something that they've had their eye on.
Well, you've got, with her, she's a senior. Obviously going on to play over in Angola at Trine University, but she's playing with 2 sisters as well. So she wants to play as long as she can with her sisters, which is, I think, cool, very cool, for mom and dad and grandma and grandpa and all the people. But she wants to keep things rolling, and they got a good chance at it.
We are proud to let you know the PA announcer tonight in the nest is Logan Radke. The clock operator is Dave Altman. The scorekeeper is Kennedy Baxter. Our officials for this evening are Tim Nolan, Steve Jovanovich, and Kyle Madden. Well, just a few more seconds. I don't think the satellites came even to warm up, Coach. I don't think they came out to. I'm serious.
They were out warming up. Yeah, they were out warming up, Mitch. You were looking this direction the whole time. No, they were out. But that's the thing. You can't look past anybody. You can't go by records. And you heard it over and over about the 0-0 and obviously it's one and done. If you lose, you're done. But it's one of them. I think they are heavily favored in this first contest.
Well, we turn things over to our public address announcer, Logan Radke, for our national anthem. Every morning, join Rich Wallen on the WKVI Morning Show Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central. Then in the afternoon, join Lenny Dessauer from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Catch local news as well for our area with Kankakee Valley Broadcasting News Director Anita Gooden, who covers news on WYMR and WKVI. Catch our stories on WKVI.com and Max983.net to stay up to speed in your local area. We remind you of our starting lineups tonight for the Satellites of Union Mills. Starting at point guard is Kate Welsh. At the 2 guard is Hope Welsh. Starting at the 3 is Lillian Tolman. At the 4 is Sadie Marks. At the 5 is Olivia Marks. For the Trailblazers of South Bend Career Academy, at point guard is Gabby Terrell. At the 2 is Sia Mudular. Starting at the small forward is Olivia Cooper. At the 4 is Adriana Hyde. At the 5 is Caitlin Brew. That's our starting lineups for tonight as they've dimmed the lights for both teams, Terry. I thought that was pretty neat. They did that on Tuesday. Even when North Judson was being introduced, North Judson was on their home floor. They were wearing away jerseys. And then they still dimmed the lights for both teams, and then they've got flashlights in the corners.
Nice. Like I say, it
adds a little atmosphere here at the Nest.
It is. There isn't anything much better than Indiana basketball. I mean, tournament time. This is the best time of the year, and the good thing is the weather's holding on, so we don't have to worry about trumping through the snow right now.
It was pretty cold, wasn't it?
It's
today?
cold, but not too shabby. But I did get another score at Culver.
Yes.
And Triton at halftime is leading 19-11 over the Michigan City Marquette. 19-11 at halftime.
So a tight game we'll keep an eye on. As that sectional over there at Culver saw a triple overtime between the Lady Cavs and I'm forgetting who they were playing.
Argus
yeah.
Dragons. I went and watched it. It was exciting. It was one of them.
Wow.
I think the coaches even said it after the game. You hear it all the time. It's one of them games that you wish nobody had to lose in because they were giving it all. One girl actually from Argus, the Binkley girl who's a senior, Bailey. She right towards the end of the last overtime, she got landed on and knocked the tooth completely out.
Oh, man.
So, that's how bad they want it.
That's a battle.
That is a battle, but it was an exciting game, and that's what tournament's all about right now.
Well, we are ready for action here in the Nest. Two-time Indiana High School basketball state champ Terry Minix is with us tonight as our sports analyst. I'm Mitch Colombi, proud to be doing the play-by-play as we are set for girls sectional basketball action from North Judson, Indiana. Tonight's tip-off is brought to you by Web Printing at JT Shirt Shack in Winamac. In the middle, jumping for the South Central Satellites is Olivia Marks. And for the South Bend Career Academy Trailblazers is number 5. That is Adriana Hyde. So the Satellites control the tip first, sees it over to Hope Welsh, inside to Sadie Marks, and then finds Lillian Tolman for a nice, easy layup. 2 quick points for the South Central Satellites as they're going to full court press, and then they're going to get the steal. Hope Welsh finds Lillian Tolman slashing inside, picks up her dribble, kicks it out to Kate Welsh. Thought about a 3, fakes, back out for Hope Welsh now. Big 3, no good. Rebounded inside, she gets her own rebound. Put back up, no good, and a foul's called. So all Satellites jumping out early. Head coach Ben Anderson said in the coach's interview there in the pregame show they were going to press right out of the gate just like they did in game 1, and that's exactly what they're doing, sticking their MO. First free throw up away and no good from Hope Welsh, keeps it at 2-0 here. As the Satellites like to jump out and get ahead here. Welsh, second free throw, no good. Rebounded by number 11. And then it looks like they lost the ball. Unfortunately, turnover. So the Satellites are going to control possession again here off the turnover from the Trailblazers. That's unfortunate. So throwing it in the backcourt to Kate Welsh to bring it across the timeline. She throws it over to Lillian Tolman. Inside to Olivia Marks. Back out to Sadie Marks for a corner 18-footer. No good. Rebounded Trailblazers, and here they come. Pushing it forward. Oh, stolen right back. That's Lillian Tolman. Wow, she came flying in there. Now she finds Kate Welsh driving inside, kicks it back out to Olivia Marks. Big time 3 in the corner from Olivia Marks. 5-0, the Satellites lead. The full court pressure is on. Trailblazers. Oh no, they're going to lose it again. Stolen by Lillian Tolman. Up to Hope Welsh. Now she gets it back to Lillian Tolman. Tolman back up to Sadie Marks. Spinning around. Finds Hope Welsh. Now she shoots a 3. No good. Rebounded Tolman. Back out to Kate Welsh. Welsh into the corner. This is Olivia Marks driving inside. Kicks it back out to Kate Welsh. Top of the key. Now finds Hope Welsh. Back over to Sadie Marks. Almost stolen. Still has it, though. Over to Lillian Tolman. Tolman back to Kate Welsh, who then finds Hope Welsh. Another 3 on the way from her. No good that time. And then the Trailblazers are going to come up with the rebound. Oh, stolen back by Olivia Marks. She is all over the floor. Now she's got a 3 in the corner on the way. No good. Overshot it. Rebounded by number 11. This was Layla Salih. excuse me, Gabby Terrell on the rebound, and here come the Trailblazers.
South Central's in a 2-3 zone.
Getting it inside and losing the ball. She got tripped up, and the Satellites are going to come up with the turnover here. As here's Kate Welsh, big-time three on the way, no good. Rebounded inside, number 11, Terrell. Terrell then finds number 5, Adriana Hyde. Hyde trying to cross the timeline. And then an over-the-back call.
Over and back.
Man.
That's their 7th turnover.
7 quick turnovers here.
And that's what I said in the beginning. I mean, with that pressure that South Central, what South Central is going to bring with, they're so long, they're so quick, they're going to turn you over.
So Mujilar is going to check out for the Trailblazers as the South Central Satellites have possession here. It looks like the Trailblazer in their zone defense here as Lillian Tolman gets it inside to Olivia Marks, working in, and she's going to put up a shot, but she's fouled.
I think they're going to call that on Martin. Nope. That's her second.
Oh, Gabby Terrell.
Yeah, that's her second.
So Satellites have possession here, top of the key. The foul was on the floor, so it was an out-of-bounds play underneath their own basket. The Satellites kick it out. Lillian Tolman shoots a 3. She misses it. Rebounded by number 5, Hyde, Adriana Hyde. And then she tried to get it back to the top of the key, and the Satellites were there on the steal. Now they find Kate Welsh. Welsh, who then finds Olivia Marks. Inside to Sadie Marks, and she gets the left-hand layup to go. Nice play, Marks to Mark. Marks to Marks on a nice play here for the Satellites. As the full court press is still on, they almost came up away with another steal, Coach.
Yeah, they're struggling right now getting, like I say, with the length and the speed of the Satellites is just a little too much for them.
So the Trailblazers call a timeout as we remind you tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Nepco Crane and Equipment Services, specializing in mobile crane service. Call Joe Nepp at 1-800-590-2272 for all your residential, commercial, and agricultural crane needs. Well, a quick timeout. They need a breather, but also they need to try to figure out how they're going to beat this trap here, Coach. Fighting from behind, what do you do?
Well, that's just it. Take care of the basketball. They've got to, just be patient, make good, strong passes and, take care and then run your offense. I mean, South Central's back in the 2-3, not trapping in half court. They're just trapping the full court. I think the big thing is Coach Anderson right now, I think the Satellites right there were settling for too many jump shots. He's saying, hey, I don't mind, us taking jump shots, but let's get a little bit of a lead, run some offense, get in kind of a rhythm a little bit and get the steal and push the ball up the floor like the last time when they got that easy layup.
Well, if the Trailblazers could just get a chance to set up an offense, they might have something to do, but they're having trouble getting across the timeline as it looks like the Satellites are going to back off a little bit here and let them inbounds pass here. Looks like they are going to be in that zone defense Coach was telling us about just a little bit ago. As at the top of the key is Mujilar. Sia Mujilar kicks it over to number 12. That's Olivia Cooper, who then gets it back to Mujilar. Shoots a right elbow shot from 15. No good. Rebounded Olivia Marks. Here she comes on a fast break opportunity all alone, and she gets the layup to go. 9-0. And she steals. No, this is Sadie Marks stealing it. Back to Kate Welsh, who then finds Lillian Tolman in the corner. Tolman then dumps off to Olivia Marks for another quick layup. Back-to-back layups from Olivia Marks here. 11-0 as the South Central Satellites lead. This is Adriana Hyde with the ball. She's going to have to move to get it across the timeline, and she's lost the ball. She picks it back up, and then there's a violation.
10 seconds.
10-second violation. They are really having trouble with that pressure.
And I think most teams do. I mean, like I said, the Satellites are just so quick and disciplined on what they're trying to do with that full court press.
Kate Welsh kicks it over to Hope Welsh inside. Oh, lost it, stolen. Here's Sia Mujilar on the fast break. She still has it, driving inside, puts up the layup. Couldn't get it to go. She gets her own rebound, though. Now she kicks it over. This is number 15. This is number, my apologies, number 12. Adriana Hyde. And then another turnover. Man, they just can't get it going here. So the Satellites will have possession here as this is Kate Welsh off another turnover for the Trailblazers. As it's Lillian Tolman throwing it cross court to Hope Welsh, who then gets it to Sadie Marks, then finds Olivia Marks, back to Hope Welsh, who then finds Kate Welsh. She's gonna shoot a three, and she's gonna drain it. Big time three, 14-0, 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. It's all Satellites. Trailblazers beating the trap. They get all the way down and they shoot a layup blocked by Olivia Marks. Here they come all the way up to Lillian Tolman for a layup, and she gets the and one to go. 16-0 fast here.
Yeah, scoring off them turnovers. That's what they want to do. Get a lead, and they'll probably maybe one more time in that full court press, and I can see Coach Anderson pulling them back.
Well, and you can see the excitement on the bench for the Satellites. They just can't wait to get a chance to get in the game, Coach. I remember that feeling. Just itching closer. It's my moment. Tolman shoots the free throw, and she gets the three-point opportunity to go as Sadie Marks checked out for the Satellites, and Addison Bruce checks in. And it looks like the Trailblazers almost lost it again, but it gets bounced off of Hope Welsh's foot. So another turnover. So they didn't call it off Hope Welsh's foot. It was off Trailblazers. And here they are inside to Lillian Tolman for another layup. She almost lost it, and she did. It's going to be Trailblazer ball here. So full court press still on from the Satellites as the Trailblazers get it into Adriana Hyde. Hyde kicks it over. Driving inside, this is number 11, Gabby Terrell, who then finds a wide open number 15, Layla Salih for three, no good. Rebounded Olivia Marks. She kicks it forward to Hope Welsh, cross-court pass, wow, to Kate Welsh. Now Kate, cross-court pass back to Hope. She shoots another three, no good. Rebounded by Coria Martin. And here come the Trailblazers crossing the timeline. This is Terrell, who then kicked it, oh no, threw it away. She tried to find a wide open Adriana Hyde, and it slipped right through her hands and goes out of bounds.
They've got to settle down a little bit. Once they do break the press, get down and just, take care of the basketball, kind of treasure it a little bit and kind of run their offense. They've had a couple good looks.
No, they have. They just haven't been able to get them to go. As here on the other end, this is Lillian Tolman throwing it cross court to Hope Welsh. Hope Welsh then fires it right back to Lillian Tolman. Tolman inside to Bruce, and then Bruce is going to get a foul on the floor. Looks like it's going to be on number 2, Martin. Coria Martin. Out of bounds play underneath their own basket for the Satellites. Kate Welsh kicks it into Olivia Marks, and she puts it up, but she's fouled by Sia Mujilar.
Foul call number 1, Sia Muddler, and their first, team's 5th. So number 40, Olivia Marks to the line, shooting 2.
So Olivia Marks shoots the first free throw on the foul, and she makes it count. As her second free throw's on the way, and she makes it count as well. Trailblazers trying to beat the press now by the Satellites. They kick it up to Mujilar. Mujilar moving it forward, now finds Adriana Hyde. Hyde shoots it, and she almost had it, no good. Rebounded, though, by number 2. That's Coria Martin. Inside again, missed it. Then it finds a wide open number 5, Adriana Hyde, and she gets the first 2 points to go for the Trailblazers. 19-2 here in the first quarter. Minute 30 to go. This is Olivia Marks in the far corner. The Trailblazers are in a zone defense now. Tolman back to Marks, wide open in the corner. Thought about a 3, but no. Back to Tolman, stolen by Hyde. Here comes Adriana on a fast break opportunity. Picks up her dribble, then kicks it back to number 12, Olivia Cooper for 3. No good. Rebounded Olivia Marks. And here come the Satellites. Marks crossing the timeline, gets it to Kate Welsh. Now to the corner to Hope Welsh. Hope fires it cross corner. Dangerous pass to Lillian Tolman. Then gets it to Kate Welsh. Kate then back to Lillian. Tolman with the ball. Finds Olivia Marks in the corner. Wide open, 18-footer in the corner. No good. Rebounded Hope Welsh, though. And she gets it back to Kate Welsh, driving inside. Kate with the ball. Almost lost it. Stopped in the corner. Kicks it back to Tolman. Tolman drives to the top of the key, and she's going to dribble it up here. 38 seconds to go in the first quarter. She finds Kate Welsh, then a slashing wide open Hope Welsh right there. Sister to sister connection, Coach.
Nice backdoor cut.
So the Trailblazers get it across the timeline. They shoot a 15-footer. Hyde, and she misses it there as it goes right out of bounds. Stops the clock at 22.4 seconds, 21-2 here in the first quarter, as it's been all Satellites. Kate Welsh to bring it across the timeline here. Kicks it over to Tolman. Tolman spins around, finds Olivia Marks. Now inside to Hope Welsh. Then she dumps it off to Addison Bruce.
High-low.
And Bruce gets the 2 to go. Nice play. And Coach was right. A nice high-low as Tolman's going to steal it back. 1 second to go. She shot the 3, but I think it was too late as that ends the first quarter. 23-2. The South Central Satellites came to play tonight, Coach.
Yeah, I think that last basket was Samantha. Samantha Marks got that last basket for Satellites. You know, the whole Satellites definitely came to play. I mean, at first quarter, South Bend Career Academy has 15 turnovers in the first quarter, and you know it's tough to win a game, you know, that many turnovers. But I'm sure they haven't played many teams as long and quick as the Satellites, and I look for the Satellites probably to just go back in that 2-3 zone in the second quarter.
Well, and the head coach Beth Brown of the South Bend Career Academy Trailblazers said, you know, the one thing she knew about the South Central Satellites was their height, and that they had more height than they do, and that was going to be an issue for them, and that did prove to be the case. Now, I will say, their cheerleading showed up in full force tonight, Coach. They might be out cheering South Central's cheerleaders.
Well, they got cheerleaders on both ends, so we're getting that tournament feel.
We are definitely getting the tournament feel. The South Central Satellites cheerleaders are here in full force, as well as are the South Bend Career Academy Trailblazers cheer team in full force. As it's fun this time of year in Indiana, we love the tradition. As we are getting ready to start the second quarter here. And the Trailblazers will start with possession. They are going to kick it in to number 11, Gabby Terrell, to bring it across the timeline. Satellites in that zone, Coach was just mentioning. Terrell with the ball, top of the key at the volleyball line. Still has it. She kicks it over to number 24. This is Caitlin Brew. No good on the shot, and it goes sailing out of bounds. It'll be Satellite ball.
That was a good look. They got a good look there and just didn't hit the shot.
So they kick it into Kate Welsh to bring it across the timeline. Finds Lillian Tolman inside to number 30. That's Sadie Marks, who then finds Addison Bruce, number 20, who then finds Lillian Tolman. Dumps off to Olivia Marks, and she missed the layup. Nice play. That's what the Satellites like to do, but no good this time as the Trailblazers come up with possession. It's Gabby Terrell fighting through, stolen back by Lillian Tolman, who then finds a slashing Olivia Marks. Missed the layup again. Trailblazers come up with the rebound. This is number 24. Caitlin Brew, who then finds number 5, Adriana Hyde. Tried to get it back to number 1, Sia Mujilar, but then the ball goes sailing out of bounds. Another turnover.
Yeah, they just got to treasure that ball a little bit, take care of it. They broke the press and just let South Central go back in that 2-3 and kind of run your own offense.
Kate Welsh brings it across the timeline. She then finds Sadie Marks. Back to Kate, into Lillian Tolman in the corner from 15. No good. Rebounded by Addison Bruce. Bruce back over to Tolman. Tolman inside to Olivia Marks.
She got it that time.
And she got it that time. Here come the Trailblazers. This is Hyde. Hyde bringing it across the timeline. She almost was trapped. Now she gets smart, goes to the top of the key, kicks it over. This is Brew, who then finds number 1, Mujilar. And then a travel's called. Another turnover. Man, that's got to be tough to watch. As Hope Welsh checks in, and Lillian Tolman will check out for the Satellites.
I tell you, as a side note, Beth Brown, their coach, her and her twin sister, they played for Marion, and we played against them when I was coaching at OD, and they were two really nice players for Marion, Mishawaka Marion.
So they know their ball.
Yep.
As Hope Welsh in the corner hit a big-time 3 in the corner, and then the pressure was on from the full court press. And head coach Beth Brown shaking her head, yes, it was over and back, as Sia Mujilar couldn't believe it. As the Satellites have possession, kicking it over to Addison Bruce. who then finds Kate Welsh for three. No good. Rebounded by Olivia Marks on the inside, though, keeping it alive for the Satellites. Back inside to Olivia Marks, puts up the layup, and she gets it to go. 30-2, 5:45 to go here in the first half. It's all Satellites.
I'm going to run out of scoring spots here.
So Terrell driving inside, and she lost it, but a foul's called. Probably on Hope Welsh, I think.
Kate Welsh.
Oh, Kate Welsh. So her first of the night.
Team first.
They haven't had to get in foul trouble. They get it into Hyde off the inbounds pass, and no good from Hyde. Rebounded by Hope Welsh, and here they come. Hope kicks it over to Kate Welsh, who then finds Sadie Marks. Back to Kate Welsh. Welsh looking inside, finds Olivia Marks, who then gets it to Hope Welsh in the corner for three. No good, in and out. Rebounded by Mujalar. Here come the Trailblazers, pushing it forward to Adriana Hyde. Puts up the layup, no good. Rebounded Sadie Marks. Now she pushes it forward to Olivia Marks. Went behind her back, lost it, stolen by Gabby Terrell. Here comes Terrell, pushing it forward to Hyde. She puts the layup up, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts that back up, no good. Rebounded by Sadie Marks. And Marks kicks it up to Kate Welsh, who then finds all the way up to Olivia Marks, who then finds Hope Welsh for an easy layup. 30-point ball game, 32-2 here in the first half.
I think we're going to see the running clock the second half.
We may, Coach.
It's like Confucius.
It's pretty close. As Gabby Terrell hits a big shot from 18. Extended wing. She heard Coach. As that's 32-4 now. Gabby Terrell with a big-time shot for the Trailblazers. On the other end, we see Sadie Marks shoot a three. No good. Rebounded by Terrell. And then she's trapped in the corner. And I think it was last touched by a Satellite. It goes out of bounds and will be Trailblazer ball. We see Lillian Tolman checking in and Olivia Marks checking out and Adriana Hyde checking out and number 15, Layla Salih checking in for the Trailblazers. Terrell kicks it over. This is number 24, Caitlin Brew. Back to Terrell. Terrell crossover. Finds Sia Mujalar. Back to Terrell. Terrell over to Brew. Back to Terrell. Now over to Caitlin Brew, who then finds in the corner Mujalar. Stolen by number 20. This is driving all the way for a fast break opportunity. Number 20, Sam Marks. So Samantha Marks is number 20, not Addison Bruce, as Coach mentioned to me earlier, as this is stolen by Kate Welsh, and Kate's going to bring it across the timeline off the steal, finding Lillian Tolman. Tolman inside, puts the layup up, and she gets it to go. Timeout, Trailblazers. They want to have a chat, as it's just getting a little out of hand for the Trailblazers in this one, Coach.
Yeah, you know, they've had their opportunities. They've got, you know, the last couple times they've had some shots at the basket, just missed. They had a nice inbounds on the baseline there and just missed an easy putback. But, you know, it's just one of them games, you know, when you're playing against really good competition, you know, they're struggling a little bit. I have them for 22 turnovers thus far.
That's tough.
It's real tough.
That's tough. Well, and that pressure from the Satellites is on right now.
And you look at their roster, you look at South Bend, you know, they've got a lot of freshmen. Looks like they're on their roster, a lot of young kids. They've only got three seniors.
Yeah.
So they've got a lot of young kids getting some really valuable minutes.
So, out of the timeout, the Trailblazers have possession. This is Sia Mujalar with the ball. Oh, she loses it. Stolen by Lillian Tolman all the way to the layup, and she puts a left-hand layup up. No good. Rebounded, though, by number 21, McKenna Welsh, and she gets the layup to go. Nice play by McKenna, the freshman. As here is, oh, no, called for a carry. Has another turnover for the Trailblazers. Sees the South Bend Satellites.
There you go.
The South Central Satellites getting it into Lillian Tolman, and she gets the layup to go. 40-4, 2:45 to go in the first half. Sia Mujalar kicking it over. This is number 11.
There you go.
Gabby Terrell driving inside, spin around shot from 18 in the corner. No good. Rebounded Sadie Marks. Now she pushes it forward. This is McKenna Welsh. Puts up a left-handed layup, and she gets it to go. 42-40. As this is Gabby Terrell to bring it across the timeline for the Trailblazers. Crossing over. Takes the pick. Shoots from 18. No good. Rebounded by Sadie Marks. And then it was almost stolen back, but then sails out of bounds. It stays satellite ball here.
I do have a score from Culver at the end of 3. It's the Triton Trojans 34 and Michigan City Marquette 20.
So McKenna Welsh finds it in the corner, back over to Samantha Marks, inside to Lillian Tolman, back to Sadie Marks, who then finds Hope Welsh. Welsh back to Marks, who then finds the other Marks. Now over to Welsh, back to Marks, over to Marks. Marks then finds Welsh. Welsh back to Marks. Marks over to the other Welsh. Welsh back to Marks. Marks over to Welsh. Welsh back to Marks. Marks back to Hope Welsh. Hope's going to shoot a 3. No good. Almost rebounded inside, but no. Last touch by a satellite. It'll be Trailblazer ball.
Better making your job easy when you just say, oh, Welsh. You just got to know the first name's the only thing you got to have.
Yep. That's all you got to know.
They want to make our job easier up here, Mitch.
Yeah. Right. Almost stolen, but the Trailblazers still have it, as here's Gabby Terrell with the ball at the volleyball line. 1:15 to go here in the first half. And then a reach-in foul's called. We'll see who it's on here.
I think it's on McKenna Welsh, number 21.
Yep.
Foul call number 21, McKenna Welsh.
It's on their team second.
So sideline out of bounds play for the Trailblazers. They get it in. This is number 12, Olivia Cooper. Back over to number 11, Gabby Terrell. Terrell inside. This is back out to Terrell. Crossover. Oh no, she's going to dribble it right off her foot. And another turnover for the Trailblazers. 42-4, under a minute to go here. They kick it into McKenna Welsh, who then gets it back to Sadie Marks. She's going to cross the timeline. Sadie with the ball. Kicks it over to McKenna Welsh. Back to Sadie. Finds a wide open Hope Welsh. She's going to put up a layup, and she gets it to go. 40-point ball game, 44-4. It's all South Central over the South Bend Career Academy Trailblazers here, as this is Gabby Terrell at the top of the key, kicking it over to Olivia Cooper. Back to Terrell. Terrell with the ball, takes the pick. Now she finds over. This is number 12. Olivia Cooper driving inside. She lost it. Picked up by McKenna Welsh. Over to Sadie Marks. Kicks it forward to Hope Welsh. Hope's going to put up the layup, and she gets it to go. 46-40. 15 seconds to go in the first half, as Gabby Terrell's going to bring it across the timeline. Crossing over, driving inside, puts up a shot. Blocked, gets her own rebound. Back out to Layla Salih, who then finds it to number 21, Markia Bishop. And that will be the end of the first half, as the score is 46-4. The South Central Satellites of Union Mills lead in this one, as we're going to take a break and come back for the standard plumbing, heating, and air conditioning halftime show. We'll send it back to Marilla Schaefer at KVB headquarters. Play them all, Marilla. We'll be back after this. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Schell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, we've been serving family farms for over 130 years. We've seen our customers succeed in good times, pull through in tough times, and we've learned some lessons along the way. So we appreciate the customers we have today by finding the solutions they'll be looking for tomorrow. Are you ready to talk about your farm operation? Stop by a branch or visit us online at ffbt.com. First Farmers Bank and Trust, Equal Opportunity Lender, member FDIC.
When you grow up on the land, you have an appreciation for it. When you grow up and work on a family farm, on land that is shared by members of a family, all working together as a team, that appreciation grows even more. They know what it's like to work as a team to get the job done. At Lawrence Farms of Knox, Todd and Josh Lawrence and family support the local high school teams and wish them success all through the season.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas. Average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
Rick Rab, 5-star in the Knox Mall. I'll tell you when my favorite time to come to 5-star is when we're talking turkey.
So let's have Thanksgiving in February. Here we go. Open acre self-basting turkey with a pop-up timer, 12 pounds and up, 99 cents a pound, limit one, with an additional $10 purchase. Bunny Brown and Serve Rolls, 12-cal package, $1.99. We've got Del Monte or Green Giant canned vegetables, select varieties. How about 5 for $5? By the way, where's that 5-star?
In the Knox Mall.
Welcome to Marian University's newest location, Ancilla College of Marian University. Marian's newest campus location in Plymouth is your home for an on-campus college experience. From living in the dorms to being a collegiate student-athlete, Marian University is ranked 3rd most innovative Midwest university by U.S. News and World Report. For more information about our 2- or 4-year degrees, go to www.marian.edu/Ancilla. That's www.marian.edu/Ancilla.
Welcome to the Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Halftime Show on K99.3 FM. Here's Mitch Columbi.
46-4 as the South Central Satellites lead the South Bend Career Academy Trailblazers. We have a score update from Max 98.3 FM. I was just able to tune in and catch the score, 26-23, as the John Glenn Lady Falcons lead the Knox Lady Redskins. You also have another score update,
I got
Coach.
a couple scores with 3 minutes and 58 seconds left at Culver. It's Triton 38 and Michigan City Marquette 25. And in Plymouth, it's South Bend, Washington, the best team in the state of Indiana right now. I think they're playing Adams Eagles, and it's 52-9 in the third, or at halftime, going third quarter.
So several of our area teams in contention tonight. As I just mentioned, the Knox Lady Redskins. If you want to catch that game, go on over to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WYMR with the boss, Tony Ross, on Max 98.3 FM. Between WYMR and here at WKVI, we have got you covered for this area of Indiana. As the Knox Lady Redskins just down by 3 against the John Glenn Lady Falcons. Quite a game going on there. As, this game is just not going the way the South Bend Career Academy Trailblazers would want it to go, Coach, at all.
No, they're 25 turnovers and a half. The first quarter it was 23-2. The second quarter basically ended up the same way, 23-2, and that's how we ended up with a 46-4 at half. And when you turn the ball over 25 times, you're not going to win many games.
Well, we're going to step away as this is the Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Halftime Show. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give third-generation owner Brian Hammond a call at 574-936-4660, serving the local area since 1936. Just 1 30-second, Marilla. We're going to take one break. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574 936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
Kankakee Valley Broadcasting bringing you Indiana High School basketball on 99.3 FM, The Valley.
Second half girls basketball action in this sectional semifinal round between the South Central Satellites and the South Bend Career Academy Trailblazers. Coming your way, 46 South Central, 4 South Bend.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has it in stock. From sampan, aqua patio, and sweetwater pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver Portside Marina can help. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 842-5000. Culver Portside Marina.
Hey folks, Auto Park Fort LaPorte has got some news for you. We now have the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles in LaPorte County. So if you're in the market, come and check us out because right now is the best time to trade in your current vehicle. Not interested in purchasing a vehicle? That's okay. We'll buy yours even if you don't buy ours. Not currently in the market, but your car needs serviced? Come check out our newly renovated service department and let them take care of all your service needs. And remember, we're not just an auto dealer, we're an auto park.
Kankakee Valley Broadcasting bringing you Indiana High School basketball on 99.3 FM, The Valley.
Back for more as we get you ready for second half girls basketball action in this sectional semifinal round as sectional 34 here in North Judson San Pierre High School. Along with us as our sports analyst is Terry Minix tonight. I'm Mitch Columbi doing the play-by-play. So glad to be here as Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI will always be here. Well, not much more to talk about than what we've already said, Coach. It's just going to come down to the Trailblazers going to have to play for respect right now. The three seniors on the team, they're just going to have to get the best out of it and try to chip away little by little.
Yeah, just get some good experience for these young kids. Obviously, it's like I said earlier, it's a very young team, and just keep pecking away, like you said, and gain a little bit of respect. I do have a score. It's staying about the same over at Culver with a minute 52 in the game. It's Triton 40 and Michigan City Marquette 27.
So enough time, but it's looking like they are actually going to win that game. It's looking like it's dwindling down under 2 minutes there. But, we've seen things happen before. You never know.
Oh, for sure.
But, it looks like a good game going on over there. And then, of course, on Max 98.3 FM, our sister station, they have a great game, John Glenn and the Knox Lady Redskins. So a lot of games going on tonight as this is the round to get into the sectional championship game. This is a very important game. Whoever's playing tonight, a chance at an opportunity to win a sectional championship.
Oh, for sure. And then, like I say, the other game over there, Couts is going to be playing Tri-County.
Tri-Township.
Tri-Township, I'm sorry.
Tri-Township.
And if we can get any scores on that game, we'd love to hear that because, we'll see Coach McGowan hopefully.
I text Coach, but I doubt Chris
I doubt if he's going to be looking at his phone. If he is, the game's not going well or it's going really well.
Yeah, one of the two. As we're going to start third quarter action here, Satellites have possession. It looks like they are going to start the original five out there on the floor for the Satellites. Business as usual for head coach Ben Anderson and company here. As this is Kate Welsh to bring it across the timeline. We are underway here. As this is kicked over to Lillian Tolman, back to Kate Welsh, over to Sadie Marks, now finds Hope Welsh. Trailblazers in that zone defense. Now finds Olivia Marks, back over to Lillian Tolman, inside to Sadie Marks, now to the corner to Hope Welsh. Defense looks like a little more urgency here. Over to Lillian Tolman, shoots from 15, no good. Inside rebound by Sadie Marks, and the putback's no good. She's fouled, she'll go to the line. A little more urgency there early on from the Trailblazers.
Yeah, it looked like they were moving pretty good. Maybe got the little jitters out, and they looked pretty good there.
Well, I'd say head coach Beth Brown had some things to say at the halftime break. Get her girls fired up. as we do remind you to stay tuned for Game 2 of tonight's action between the LaVille Lady Lancers and the Wheeler Lady Bearcats. That's after this game. Missed the second free throw from Olivia Marks, rebounded by Lillian Tolman. No, excuse me, that was Sadie Marks on the missed free throw. Rebounded by Lillian Tolman, though. Her putback's no good, and she's fouled, so she'll get a chance to shoot 2 here. So Tolman at the line. First free throw's up, away, and off the back iron, no good. Tolman's second free throw on the way. And she gets that one to roll around and in. 48-4 here, 7:30 to go in the third quarter here. As this is Gabby Terrell to bring it across the timeline for the Trailblazers. Inside that Adriana Hyde.
Nice.
And she gets a nice post move turnaround shot to go.
We will have a running clock, though, for this whole second half.
So the running clock starts.
Only stop on free throws and timeouts.
Hope Welsh cross court to Lillian Tolman. Inside to Olivia Marks. Back out to Tolman. Tolman over to Kate Welsh, who then finds Hope Welsh wide open for 3. No good. Rebound to Lillian Tolman, though, flying in. They didn't block her out. Tolman called for a 3-second violation. So that was interesting. That was a quick 3. So turnover for the Satellites, sees the Trailblazers take over here, as this is number 1, Sia Mujilar. Mujilar driving inside, picks up her dribble, kicks it back over. No, stolen by Tolman. Here comes Lillian Tolman. She brings it back out. Cross court pass to Kate Welsh, who then finds Olivia Marks, fakes, drives around her defender and puts up the layup. She gets it to go. 50-6, 6:20 here in the third quarter to go, as this is Gabby Terrell for the South Bend Career Academy Trailblazers. She finds Sia Mujilar. Mujilar driving inside, puts up a shot from 14, no good. Rebounded Olivia Marks. Here comes Marks, bringing it across the timeline. She finds Sadie Marks, who then gets it to Kate Welsh. Kate Welsh cross court pass to Hope Welsh. 18 feet in the corner, shot up, no good. Rebounded almost by Sadie Marks. It goes out of bounds, and it will be Trailblazer ball.
Triton did win over there 45-30 over Michigan City Marquette, so they'll be going to another championship.
So Triton, the Triton Trojans moving on, the Triton Lady Trojans, we congratulate them as they move forward to the sectional championship game tomorrow, as this is another steal on our game here for the South Central Satellites, and they kick it up to Olivia Marks, who then finds Kate Welsh into a slashing Lillian Tolman. Back out to the corner to Hope Welsh. Back up to Kate, top of the key, over to Olivia Marks. Now Lillian Tolman, back to Kate Welsh, wide open. Doesn't think about a 3. She's just going to keep passing. Over to Lillian Tolman now inside. Puts up the layup, and she gets it to go. No need to shoot 3s when you're this far up in the lead, as they get the easy 2s, 52-6. Smart play by the Satellites there.
Moved the ball really well that time.
Stolen again. Olivia Marks on the inside, pushing it forward to Kate Welsh, and Kate's going to bring it back out. Playing with some class now as they get it into Olivia Marks. Back out to Hope Welsh in the corner. Cross court to Kate Welsh. Passes all over here. Olivia Marks inside to Lillian Tolman. Back out to Kate Welsh, who then finds Hope Welsh. Hope's going to shoot a 3. No good. Rebounded Sadie Marks. She puts it back up, and a left-handed post move goes. And I think that's the one thing that needs to be noted about the South Central Satellites, is their ball movement is very good, Coach.
Oh, it is. They all can handle the ball. They all obviously can shoot the ball. So, yeah, they do a really nice job of that.
I think it's safe to say, most teams have 2 to 3 options. The Satellites, they can have all 5 as an option. That can be scary for most teams, as Adriana Hyde's going to splash a big-time 3 in the wing. Oh, nice shot from her, as that might be a little the juice the Trailblazers need to have something going here.
And she's a senior, and she's got 7 of their 9 points right now.
Back over to Lillian Tolman now for the Satellites, to Kate Welsh, inside to Olivia Marks. Puts up the layup, no good. Rebounded by Gabby Terrell. Here come the Trailblazers. Terrell brings it across the timeline. She finds Hyde. Hyde's going to shoot a long 2, this time no good. Rebounded Hope Welsh. Hope Welsh brings it across the timeline, kicks it up to Olivia Marks. Marks back out to Hope Welsh. Big time 3 on the way from her. No good. Rebounded Lillian Tolman. She saved it, threw it right to Olivia Marks, who then kicks it back to the top of the key to Kate Welsh. Now over to the corner to Lillian Tolman. Inside to Sadie Marks. Back out to Olivia Marks. My goodness. Now back over to Lillian Tolman, inside to Sadie Marks. Now back out to Kate Welsh, top of the key three on the way from her, and no good. But that's just how fast they move the ball, folks. I could barely keep up. I mean, seriously. The ball is just flying in every other direction. You remember, I told you that first game we watched back in December. I think
they're playing They're playing the Bobcats.
Oh yeah, that's right. But anyway, they were moving the ball so fast that night, as it was a fast-paced game, and they do that every game we've seen them. The trust they have for each other is amazing. Gabby Terrell, top of the key though, shoots a 18-footer, no good. And it'll go out of bounds, making it South Central satellite ball. That's right, Nathan Welter was with me that night.
Yep.
So Kate Welsh to bring it across the timeline, kicks it over. This is number 21, McKenna Welsh. They find Samantha Marks, back to Kate Welsh for three, and she cashes in. 57-9, 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. It's all South Central as we have a running clock. Gabby Terrell driving it inside, puts up a floater from 8, no good. Rebounded Samantha Marks. She kicks it up to Kate Welsh to bring it across the timeline. Kate then gets it over to 21, McKenna Welsh, back to Kate, inside, almost stolen to Sadie Marks, back out to Samantha Marks, inside to Olivia Marks. And then it's almost stolen, but it goes out of bounds. It'll stay here, satellite ball. Out of bounds play underneath their own basket for the Satellites. Kate Welsh kicks it in to Olivia Marks, who then finds McKenna Welsh, top of the key, back over to Kate Welsh. Kate into the corner. This is Olivia Marks. Olivia back to Kate. Kate over to McKenna. McKenna over to Samantha Marks. Now back over to Olivia Marks. Inside to Sadie Marks. Marks back to Welsh. Top of the key. Nice rebound inside by Sadie Marks, and she gets the put back to go. 59-9, a 50-point ball game. 1 minute to go in the third. Gabby Terrell brings it across the timeline, puts up a layup immediately, no good. A rebound, oh wow, she's fighting for her own rebound. Now she's on the floor, and a jump ball is called. As that
Satellites ball. Nope.
No. So it is Trailblazer ball. So the jump ball sees Trailblazers have possession. The clock continues to roll here, as this is an out-of-bounds play underneath their own basket for the Trailblazers. Terrell gets it in, then she gets it back, shoots a three in the corner, blocked by Olivia Marks, and then rebounded by McKenna Welsh. And here come the Satellites. They kick it forward to Kate Welsh to bring it across the timeline. Back to McKenna Welsh, who then finds Sam Marks. Over to Kate Welsh now. Welsh back to McKenna Welsh. Now over to Sam Marks. Sam Marks over to Sadie Marks. Back to McKenna Welsh. Over to Kate Welsh. Back to McKenna. Over to now, this is Marks. Sam Marks with the ball. Samantha Marks gets it over to McKenna Welsh inside. Now back out to Kate Welsh at the end of the third quarter. Cashes in a big-time three as the final score of the third quarter sees it 62-9. The South Central Satellites are in the lead, Coach.
Yeah, they moved the ball. That was pretty impressive the way they moved the ball that time around, and I think Coach Anderson was yelling, it's time to shoot it. They had less than a second, and she got it off, and nothing but net.
Well, if you remember, she missed a wide-open three just a little bit ago, so she wanted to make that one count, and she got it back. As you know, as a shooter, you just hate missing, and you want that next shot to come back, so she was able to make it happen. But, I was a little worried, when you get into games like these, when you're in the lead this much, you kind of relax on your what's the right laurels maybe, or more, what's the term I'm looking for, where you just kind of
relax on your fundamentals, basically.
And they haven't really done that. They sticking to the game plan as if it's 0-0.
I will say that South Bend Career Academy took care of the ball. Obviously they weren't Satellites weren't pressing, but they took care. I only had them for 3 turnovers that period, which is huge. I mean, you got as a coach, you're looking at the baby steps and looking for improvement. Like I say, they're relatively young, and I think that's something that she can, know as a positive when she goes in there. Hey, we did better the second half. We took care of it, got some good shots. We scored. Actually, they scored 5 points in that period, so everything was much better for them that period. Nice
Satellites,
passing.
yeah, Satellites to start with the ball for the fourth quarter, and they get it into Olivia Marks for an easy, quick layup. As now it's 64-9. Trailblazers with the ball. This is Gabby Terrell. Stolen back by Hope Welsh, who then finds Lillian Tolman. Tolman gets it to McKenna Welsh, who's going to bring it across the timeline. McKenna Welsh kicks it over to Hope Welsh. Inside to Lillian Tolman. Tolman spins around, puts up a layup, and it's foul called on the floor.
I think it's going to be on Terrell. If it is, it's our fourth.
So out of bounds play underneath their own basket for the South Central Satellites. They get it into Olivia Marks, who then kicks it over to McKenna Welsh. Now finds Sam Marks, kicks it over to Hope Welsh, inside to Lillian Tolman. Tolman on the right block. Stolen by Sia Mujalar. Here comes Mujalar on the fast break. She's going to slow it up, bring it back out, gets it to Gabby Terrell. Stolen back by the Satellites. Here comes Olivia Marks. Marks kicks it back to McKenna Welsh. Welsh back over to Olivia Marks. Olivia with the ball, 6:30 to go in the fourth quarter. Back over to Sam Marks, inside to Hope Welsh. Hope back to Sam. Sam over to McKenna. McKenna with the ball, spins around back to Sam Marks, who then finds Olivia Marks. Inside to Lillian Tolman. And I think head coach Ben Anderson called the timeout to get some subs in, as we'll see number 22, Gwendolyn Mendenhall, come in, as well as number 12, her hair's hanging over the number 23, who isn't on the program.
Not on the program.
So, Satellites with the ball. McKenna Welsh at the top of the key. They kick it over. This is number 22 for a shot. Gwendolyn Mendenhall, no good, but the Satellites come up with the rebound. It's Hope Welsh back over to Mendenhall. Mendenhall back to McKenna Welsh. McKenna then back to Mendenhall. Mendenhall driving inside, picks up her dribble, finds Lillian Tolman at the free throw line, dumps it off. Nice pass to Hope Welsh, and the layup goes. 66-9, all South Central. 5:45 to go in the fourth. As this is Sia Mujalar. Stopped up top. She kicks it back to number 12, Gabby Terrell. Now over to Sia Mujalar. Mujalar with the ball. And a turnover. Another turnover to add to the list now, as they unfortunately turn it over and give it right back to the South Central Satellites. They kick it into McKenna Welsh. Welsh then finds Hope Welsh wide open for three. Extended wing, no good. Rebounded inside by Gwendolyn Mendenhall, but it tipped right off her hands and goes out of bounds. It will be Trailblazer ball.
Get into three in Plymouth. It's South Bend, Washington 65, South Bend Adams 20.
Sia Mujalar at the top of the key for the Trailblazers. Lillian Tolman all over, picks up her dribble in the far corner. Dumps it off and almost lost it. Dumped it off to number 12, Gabby Terrell.
Number 10, Miracle Horston. Number 11, Gabriella Terrell.
Or Olivia Cooper, excuse me. Number 12, Olivia Cooper. Gabby Terrell, number 11, is just checking back in for the Trailblazers, as Sam Marks will come back in, and Lillian Tolman will check out for the South Central Satellites. Probably the last time we'll see her on the floor, as the majority of the starters for the Satellites are on the bench now.
Yeah, they've only got 9 players, so so one starter has to stay on.
And that one starter is Hope Welsh still in, as the rest are bench players out there for the Satellites getting important time. As this is McKenna Welsh kicking it over to Gwendolyn Mendenhall. Mendenhall back over to Welsh, back over to Mendenhall. Inside, now back out to Sam Marks. Back out to Mendenhall from 18, no good. Extended wing, rebounded McKenna Welsh though. She drives inside and she gets the and one to go. McKenna Welsh.
McKenna Welsh with the bucket and the foul.
The Satellites have a lot of really good-looking freshmen. They're doing a really nice job, like you say, getting some good experience, and they're going to need tomorrow night, going against LaVille or whoever they're going to play tomorrow night.
Welsh missed the first free throw. She got the rebound. I don't think they thought it was live. It was a one-and-one opportunity.
No, it was she'd made the basket. It was it was the old-fashioned three-point play.
I see what you're saying. So 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. It's all South Central, 68-9, as we are counting down here with Gabby Terrell on the other end, shooting a big-time three. No good. Rebounded, though, by Sadie Marks. Sadie checked back in as Hope Welsh checked out. Sadie brings it across the timeline, then finds McKenna Welsh, top of the key. Back over to Sadie. Sadie now over to Gwendolyn Mendenhall. Back to McKenna Welsh, who then finds Sadie Marks. Marks cross court to Gwendolyn Mendenhall. She shoots a shot just inside the three-point line. No good. Rebounded by Gabby Terrell. She brings it across the timeline. Terrell, top of the key, spots up, shoots a three. No good, in and out. Rebounded Sadie Marks. Marks gets it to McKenna Welsh to bring it across the timeline. She then finds number 22, Gwendolyn Mendenhall. Back to McKenna Welsh, who then finds Sadie Marks. Now a right elbow shot, no good. Rebounded by Gwendolyn Mendenhall, and she gets the put back to go. Book it for her, the freshman scoring here in a sectional semifinal game. It's a memory you'll never forget. As Gabby Terrell's at the top of the key, crossing over, shoots a left elbow shot from 15, and it bounces around, and they finally crack 10 points. 70-11 as the South Central Satellites lead here. The clock continues to tick. Under 2 minutes to go here. Gwendolyn Mendenhall with the ball. Back over to McKenna Welsh, who then finds Sadie Marks. Sadie back over to Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn back top of the key to McKenna. McKenna back over to Sadie. Sadie inside. Now back out to number 21. That's McKenna Welsh over to Sadie Marks. Marks driving inside, pass to Gwendolyn Mendenhall. Back out to McKenna Welsh, who then finds Sadie Marks into the corner. This is Sam Marks, puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by a Trailblazer, but it goes out of bounds. Last touch by them, it'll stay here.
They're calling a foul.
Oh, they are calling a foul. So, fouls on Gwendolyn Mendenhall as we are coming up on 1 minute to go here in the ball game.
That is only their third foul the whole game for the Satellites.
Trailblazers trying to get it inside, and they jump on the ball as it was almost stolen. A jump ball's called. It'll stay here, though.
40 seconds left in the running clock.
Trailblazers kick it in. Now this is Sia Mujilar driving inside, puts up a layup. It's blocked by Sadie Marks. And the Satellites control possession here as she kicks it up to McKenna Welsh, and McKenna Welsh finds Gwen Mendenhall. Back to Welsh, inside to Sam Marks. No good on Samantha Marks, no good on the layup. And the Trailblazers rebounded under 10 seconds to go here in the ball game. As that is going to be the end of the ball game, as that is also the end of the South Bend Career Academy Trailblazers girls basketball team season. Comes to a close, 70-11, as the South Central Satellites move on and will play in the sectional championship game tomorrow night. And we will find out who they will play here shortly, as game 2 between the LaVille Lady Lancers and the Wheeler Lady Bearcats is coming your way. We are going to take a break and get you ready for game 2 of this sectional semifinal round here in North Judson. For our sports analyst Terry Minix, I'm Mitch Columbi. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Rick Rab, 5-star in the Knox Mall. I'll tell you when my favorite time to come to 5-star is when we're talking turkey.
So let's have Thanksgiving in February. Here we go. How about a Sugardale whole or half boneless ham for $1.49 a pound? And we're going to make it whole or half boneless hams. Take your pick. Back in the deli, we got ham. If you haven't seen enough ham, Open Acres off the bone ham, $5.99 a full pound. How about some stuffing? We got stovetop stuffing, $1 $1.99. Where's that 5-star?
In the Knox Mall.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
Kankakee Valley Broadcasting, bringing you Indiana high school basketball on 99.3 FM, The Valley.
You know who it is. Game 2 of this sectional semifinal round is just around the corner. Time to prepare us as we get ready for the LaVille Lady Lancers and the Wheeler Lady Bearcats. This is Indiana high school basketball. Welcome back to the Nest in North Judson, Indiana, 46366. As we get you ready for our 30th basketball broadcast of the season. Can you believe it already? 30 basketball broadcasts already. We have seen the Lady Lancers a couple of times, but have yet to see the Wheeler Lady Bearcats. So let's get right into it. When we look at the Lady Bearcats and see head coach Rick Gregory in his first season in charge, the Lady Bearcats have suffered a lot this season, winning 4 games all year. They had a 3-game winning streak earlier this month, but unfortunately finished their regular season against Hobart, losing 69-41. The Lady Bearcats come into sectional play tonight at 4-17 on the year. Leading the Lady Bearcats in scoring is Mia DeJesus, averaging 8 points a game, shooting 29% from the floor on the year. Ray Hesser leads the team in rebounds, grabbing 5.1 per game off the glass. Leading the team in assists is Abby Ordonez, averaging 1.5 dimes per game, and Kaylin Harris is the team's leader in steals, averaging 1.6 takeaways per game. Terry, your opinion on the 2022-2023 season for the Lady Bearcats as they come into tonight's sectional game against LaVille?
Well, they've had a decent season for a first-year coach, and the thing is they're coming in against a team that is red hot right now. So they need winning the Bi-County here the last week, and the same thing I said earlier about South Bend Career Academy. I mean, they just got to take care of the basketball, have fun, and get off to a good start.
Well, and I think, like you said in the first game, you got to take care of
the basketball. Take care of the basketball.
That's the main thing. And I wouldn't doubt it if we see head coach Amor and his Lady Lancers put a press on early on, probably.
And I think he probably will. He just and they're pretty deep. I mean, I think they're showing they're getting even deeper as the season progresses, and that's what you need as the time as the season goes along, and get ready. For tomorrow night, if they can get through this one, get ready for tomorrow night, get some kids some good experience, and be ready to go.
Well, we turn the page and look at the LaVille Lady Lancers. Nicholas Amor is in his first season as the head coach. The Lancers come into tonight winning their last 6 games of the regular season. Of course, they beat the North Judson St. Pierre Lady Blue Jays here in the Nest this past Tuesday. That's how they got here tonight. Also good to mention, the Lady Lancers won the 58th annual TCU Bi-County basketball tournament that Coach just mentioned this past month. This past January, just last month, excuse me. We were able to broadcast their first game of that tournament, so we have been lucky to see them now for a 3rd time this season tonight. As we look at them leading the way for the Lady Lancers in the scoring department is Helen Kwiatkowski, averaging 11.9 points per game. She is also the team's assist and steals leader, averaging 2 dimes per game and 2.5 takeaways per game. Finally, Lucy Shirk leads this team in rebounds, averaging 7.7 per game. Coach seems winning that TCU Bi-County basketball tournament prepared them for a solid run here in the big tournament, huh?
Yeah, it's one of them things where you're playing your best ball at the end of the season, and that's what you always want as a coach. The Kwiatkowski girl, she's a handful. I mean, I think you said she was leading in steals, obviously leading in scoring. I mean, she just does it all. I mean, she's got that senior leadership, and she's going to be a handful for any team that has to go up against her.
Well, we've been blessed to be able to see these teams in the first game of sectionals, now the second, and then the championship round. We are broadcasting from start to finish, sectional 34 here at North Judson San Pierre High School. We appreciate you joining us on the Coca-Cola pregame show, refreshing the world, making a difference. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors as the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report is next. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking, in 4-hour dinners with friends, in that first bite of something new, and in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas. Average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
Who's in? Who's out? It's the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report with Mitch Columbi. Mitch?
Thank you, John Thompson. The Pulaski Memorial Hospital has been serving lives of the residents of Pulaski County and the surrounding area since 1963. We appreciate them supporting local high school sports. We are lucky to say no injuries to report tonight, as that is your Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report. With us right now, though, is head coach of the South Central Satellites, Ben Anderson. Coach, big-time win, came in and did business just like what you wanted to do, even got some bench players, some very valuable minutes. I would have loved to have minutes like that in my young career. So, got to hand it to you. You came out, you did what you wanted to do. Talk about what you saw from your girls tonight.
Yeah, hey, we talk all the time about just play South Central basketball, no matter who we're playing, whether their record's 6-15 or 15-6 or 20-0. We play South Central basketball, and we did just that tonight. So we came out in our press for that first quarter and thought we looked pretty good in it. You know, we talked at the quarter about just making sure that we stay true to our fundamentals too, because we were cheating a little bit on our zone press there, and so we made some adjustments and said, tomorrow night if we get there isn't going to be the same. So let's stay true to our principles here and make sure we're doing things the right way. But I thought overall we did. I'm happy with the girls' composure and thought they handled themselves pretty well. Just stayed humble throughout the game and played a good basketball game.
Yeah, you jumped off to a really quick start, which really helped. But I thought the second half, you guys did a really nice job of, you must have said something about passing the ball and keep moving the ball. And I thought they did, and they got some open, real easy backdoor looks.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we talked about, I told the girls, I don't want to put in a rule, we're going to make 6 passes or 10 passes or, so that way we're not passing up good, just basketball moves or doing anything crazy. But, yeah, we said, let's be a little more patient, look for some openings, look for that backside. And, yeah, we got 2 or 3, maybe 4 really nice backside layups there. Just being patient, moving the ball well against that zone.
Well, I think, like he said, I think you got some good minutes from some bench players, which is going to help you, whoever you play. It looks like it's probably LaVille, but whoever you play. And so getting that is going to help because you don't know, an injury or foul problems or anything like that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of scary in a game like this when you think about injuries or something like that can happen. And, we only dressed 9 girls. We've only dressed 8 part of the season and 9th here toward the end. And, like when Sadie dove for that ball with probably 2 or 3 minutes left, to get that jump ball call. It's a good hustle play. I love that 99% of the time. But I was, I'm glad she made the basketball play and was okay. But, I just worry about injuries and stuff like that. But at the same time, you can't worry about that either, because then once you start worrying about it, then they happen. And so, fortunately we came out just fine. But yeah, so I thought we were aggressive, but also played pretty smart. I was happy with our bench play too.
And that was one of the keys to the game I did have, was make sure no one got hurt. And you did a nice job of that. And, the scoring with you guys, it was pretty balanced throughout, so which is huge, for a team. Everybody's happy. And now hopefully they sit and watch whoever they got to play tomorrow night. and get a little more focused and ready to go.
Yeah, yep. So we talked about, we're going to watch at least the first half here and see what happens.
I was just getting ready to ask.
Pay close attention to LaVille here tonight. Obviously, don't count Wheeler out. New season for them too, but pay close attention to what LaVille's doing tonight. And, we've got a loss we'd like to avenge from first game of the season.
Now,
absolutely.
On that first game of the season, which obviously we didn't see it, but what was that? Was that just the first game of the season, or did they play really, really well? Or, obviously it's a long time ago.
Yeah, that was a 3-point game. It was 42-39. We actually were up 11 after 3, and we were still trying to figure out who we wanted to be and who we were. Coming off that 26-1 season last year and graduating 3 significant contributors, we were still trying to figure ourselves out a little bit. And we also had some kind of bonehead type moments throughout that game too. We had a technical foul in the fourth quarter that really led to what I would call a 7-point possession for LaVille, and we went from up 5 to down 2, and that just really changed the landscape of the game. And so we're playing really good basketball right now. I hope we can just keep that going, and if we continue to play like we have been, I like our chances tomorrow night.
Well, Coach, I appreciate you coming up to talk to us. Look forward to talking to you in the morning as well.
Absolutely. Thank you guys very much.
Hey, congratulations. That's head coach of the South Central Satellites, Ben Anderson, here as we are going to step away. Stay tuned as the Auto Park Keys to the Game is next. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Welcome to Marian University's newest location, Ancilla College of Marian University. Marian's newest campus location in Plymouth is your home for an on-campus college experience. From living in the dorms to being a collegiate student-athlete, Marian University is ranked 3rd most innovative Midwest university by U.S. News and World Report. For more information about our 2- or 4-year degrees, go to www.marian.edu/Ancilla. That's www.marian.edu/Ancilla. Culver's Portside Marina handles all water recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has it in stock. From sampan, aqua patio, and sweetwater pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver Portside Marina can help. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 842-5000. Culver Portside Marina.
Now it's time for the Keys to the Game, sponsored by the Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen.
All right, as we get set for Indiana High School basketball action, what are your keys to the game as a LaVille Lady Lancer tonight, Coach?
Well, I think it's kind of the same as the first game with the Satellites. The 2 keys is get off to a good start, do what you've been doing all year long, and make sure no one gets hurt.
Make sure no one gets hurt. I like that. All right, switch sides now. You are the head coach of the Wheeler Lady Bearcats. What are your Auto Park keys to the game for them?
Be patient. Take care of the basketball. On their side, if you can, you're going to have to probably, their pressure is going to get to you a little bit. You have to withstand that and take care of the basketball.
That's your keys to the game, sponsored by the Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen. Today's broadcast is also brought to you in part by Marian University's Ancilla College. If you are looking for a place to continue your education, visit marian.edu/Ancilla. Time to take a break as Game 2 of the Sectional 34 semifinal round from North Judson, Indiana is coming your way. Lancers, Bearcats, starting lineups next. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Have you ever wondered how much I could sell my vehicle for? Well, Auto Park Chevrolet GMC can help with that. We're looking to buy your vehicle. It is a quick, simple process that puts money in your pocket. Stop by the Auto Park on Oak Road for one of our sales professionals to assess your vehicle and have a cash price for you in moments. If you're looking to trade, we have stacks of inventory for you to choose from, or you can walk away with a check in hand. Don't hassle with listing on Marketplace or waiting forever to sell it privately. Let us make you an offer today. Auto Park Chevrolet GMC. Check us out at www.autoparkchevroletbuickgmc.com or call 574-936-5590 or come to see us next to Walmart in Plymouth.
This presentation of our area's local high school sports is sponsored by Pulaski Memorial Hospital in Winamac. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is dedicated to providing excellent health care to improve the health and quality of life for the people and the community they serve. They will meet the community's needs and exceed their expectations by creating the best possible health care experience. For more information of the services they provide, call 946-2100.
Now it's time for the starting lineups.
For the Lady Lancers of LaVille, starting at point guard is Michaela Kuski. At the 2 guard is Lily Smith. Starting at small forward is Lauren Edison. At the 4 is Halen Kwiatkowski. And at the 5 is Lucy Shirk. That is our starting lineup for Game 2 as we will be back to get set for tip-off. You are listening to KVB's WKVI.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking. In 4-hour dinners with friends. And that first bite of something new. And in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
Kankakee Valley Broadcasting bringing you Indiana High School basketball on 99.3 FM, The Valley.
From the Nest in North Judson, Indiana, it's the 2023 IHSAA Sectional 34 semifinal round between the LaVille Lady Lancers and the Wheeler Lady Bearcats. I am Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting as WKVI will always be here. Hey, we also want to let you know Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WYMR will always be there too. As a matter of fact, you can catch even more girls basketball sectional semifinal action between the Tippecanoe Valley Lady Vikings and the Bremen Lady Lions right now with the boss, Tony Ross, on Max 98.3 FM and online at max983.net. We invite you to flip back and forth as KVB always has you covered for local high school sports in this area of Indiana. Don't hesitate to follow us on social media. We are on Facebook at Sports to the Max, on Instagram at WKVI Sports, and on Twitter at KVB Sports for all Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports content. Well, Coach, here we go. Another episode of Hoosier Hysteria.
Oh, yeah. Like I say, this is a great time of year. I do have a couple scores for you, Mitch. Over at Bremen, John Glenn did win 39-30 over the Knox Redskins, and a really close one. Must have been a really good game down at Benton Central, where I think the number 1 team in 3A is Twin Lakes, and Twin Lakes won 68-61 in double overtime.
Wow. Well, and right off the bat, I just got to say, you got to feel for the Knox Lady Redskins, all year battling with sickness and injuries. One of their key players going down to an ACL injury. And, I mean, you got to tip your hat to the players like Morgan Downs and Riley Messer, just providing such fantastic basketball for us. The games that we broadcasted were just so exciting. I mean, what a great team. And, of course, head coach Neil Minix always has his Lady Redskins in top shape. It just didn't happen tonight for them. We look forward to talking to head coach Neil Minix tomorrow morning on the Saturday Sports Line as he'll wrap up the season for the Knox Lady Redskins. And, of course, the seniors on that team, tough way to go out. But, I always say it, Coach. I've been there before. I was on a team that went 18-2, so I know what it's like to lose very early on in a first game of sectional. It's not a good feeling. I definitely remember it. It's not fun, so I can relate.
Well, like I said, it's a great time of the year, but it's also a sad time of the year because you have seniors that it's going to be their last time stepping on the floor. And, you talk about Knox, and I mean, talk a young lady, Riley Messer, who's meant a lot to that program and done a lot for that program. And, obviously her career comes to an end tonight. But, everybody's having to go through that. And, you just want them to go out hopefully on a positive note, whether, scoring. If they do lose, they put everything effort. I'm sure they did. But that's the bad part about Hoosier Hysteria is, someone's going to lose and, the seniors are going to have their last game. So
well, and then that just really stinks for Stark County as that is the last of our Stark County basketball teams still in contention, as it was unfortunate the North Judson St. Pierre Lady Jays lost here on Tuesday in a tough battle we were here for. I mean, man, they played a valiant game against LaVille, but the Lady Lancers, like you said, Coach, are hot right now.
They are. They're playing their, we say that over and over. You, as a coach, you want to be playing your best ball, at the end of the season, and how much better can you be playing than what the Lancers are doing right now? I mean, win to Bi-County and come in here and knock off a really, really strong North Judson Blue Jay team, in their home court. So they're playing their best ball, and I think we'll see some another good performance out of them tonight. I do have a score over at Culver after one. It's Argus Dragons 9 and Westville Blackhawks 9, so tied after one.
Wow. So, and we've seen the Westville Blackhawks as, they are a very good team. They're early on in the season when we had a chance to see them at Tri-Township.
Yep.
Boy, they are very good, that girls program. But, boy, it'd be interesting to see the Tri-Township score now that I'm thinking of it. I wonder how Chris and them did. We haven't had an update quite yet from them.
I think, if I remember right, I think they have the second game.
Oh, they are the second game.
I think Washington Township plays the first game, but I don't know what that score is as well. So if somebody out there does have that score, we'd like to obviously pass it on to our listeners.
Well, we are counting down, almost ready for Game 2 here in the sectional semifinal round. 1:35 to go exactly on this scoreboard clock, as we are proud to let you know the public address announcer tonight in the nest is Logan Radke. The clock operator is Dave Altman. The scorekeeper is Kennedy Baxter. Our officials for Game 2 this evening are Kerry Schnick, Chris Harrow, and Bob Schellinger. I keep hearing his name a lot. He refs a lot of games in this area.
Bob's been around a long time. Bob was a great football coach at South Central.
Oh, really?
Yeah, football, when South Central's always good at pretty much everything they do over there. But he was a great football coach, and he left South Central and went to LaPorte and coached up there as well. And now he's out here officiating. He's been doing that a long time, and Bob does a good job. And actually, Kerry Schnick, Kerry Schnick, I know it's hard to believe, but he reffed games that I played in.
Wow.
Yeah. That means he's really old, right, Mitch?
I'm not answering that, Coach. I'm not answering that. You still have coherent sentences.
Sometimes.
It's funny you bring up South Central head football coach. Bob Schellinger used to be the South Central football coach. Well, I actually saw Buzz Schoaf, the South Central head football coach, in here to catch the South Central Satellites game. I had a chance to talk with him. Always good to see Buzz Schoaf, and he is doing well. So for our listeners out there, head coach Schoaf in the South Central Satellites is doing very well, and I'm sure he's chomping at the bit to get ready for football season, as that's his favorite sport, we all know.
Oh, for sure.
But here, he had a chance to get down to North Judson St. Pierre tonight, so I wanted to give a shout-out to Buzz Schoaf this evening as we go through and remind you of our starting lineups for tonight. I only got the LaVille Lancers of the starting lineup, so we'll have to keep an ear out for the Lady Bearcats here. But for the Lady Lancers of LaVille, it's Michaela Kuski, Lily Smith, Lauren Edison, and Halen Kwiatkowski and Lucy Shirk. Let's turn things over to our public address announcer, Logan Radke, for the starting lineups.
Visitors on the scoreboard. Coming from the Greater South Shore Conference, with a record of 4-17, the Wheeler Bearcats. Introducing the non-starters for the Bearcats. Number 0, Lillian Boner. Number 2, Maya Takai. Number 3, Kendall Chevalier. Number 5, Kaylee Catone. Number 10, Brayden Hesser. Number 13, Ashlyn Trinidad. Number 14, Faith Lewin. Number 22, Leonie Gates. Number 23, Libby Story. Starting this evening for the Wheeler Bearcats. At one forward, at 5'4" senior, number 12, Mia DeJesus. At the other forward, at 5'4" senior, number 15, Kaylin Harris. At center, at 5'10" junior, number 32, Megan Vincent. At one guard, at 5'3" junior, number 4, Alexandra Catone. At the other guard, at 5'4" junior, number 11, Abigail Orgone. Bearcats are coached by Rick Gregory.
So if you didn't catch that, the starting lineups for the Wheeler Lady Bearcats this evening are Alexandra Kutka, Abigail Ordonez, Mia DeJesus, Kaylin Harris, and Megan Vincent. So those are the starting lineups for tonight as we are set for girls sectional 34 semifinal action between the LaVille Lady Lancers and the Wheeler Lady Bearcats. Two-time Indiana High School basketball state champ Terry Mannix is with us tonight as our sports analyst. I am Mitch Columby, proud to be doing the play-by-play as we are set for girls sectional basketball semifinal action from North Judson, Indiana. We remind you every morning to join Rich Wallen on the WKVI Morning Show Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central. Then in the afternoon, join Lenny Dessauer from 2 to 6 p.m. Catch local news as well for our area with Kankakee Valley Broadcasting News Director Anita Gooden, who covers news on WYMR and WKVI. Catch our stories on WKVI.com and Max983.net to stay up to speed in your local area. Tonight's tip-off is brought to you by Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Winamac. We also appreciate them being the sponsor for our Tyler Roth WKVI Athlete of the Week Award given out each week on the Saturday Sports Line, the longest-running high school sports show in Indiana, thanks to our very own Harold Welter. We are set for tip, Coach, as we are going to see Lucy Shirk in the center for the LaVille Lady Lancers. And number 15, this is number 15, Kaylin Harris. The tip is up, and the Lady Lancers will control as this is Lily Smith with the ball, kicking it over to Michaela Kuski. Back to Smith. It looks like the Lady Bearcats are in a zone defense here. Shirk from the corner, 18 feet, no good. Rebounded, though, by number 22. That was Lauren Edison. Then a shot from Michaela Kuski, no good. Rebounded Bearcats. Here comes number 11. This is Abigail Ordonez. Ordonez over to Kutka. Alexandra Kutka with the ball. Back to Ordonez. Ordonez driving inside, kicks it back out to the top of the key. This is number 15. Kaylin Harris. Now back over to Ordonez for an wide open three. She made it count. 3-0. The Lady Bearcats lead early here. So Michaela Kuski to bring it across the timeline. As we see number 22 with the ball, this is Lauren Edison trying to get it inside to Halen Kwiatkowski. And a whistle blown. So must be a foul called on the, 15. Kaylin Harris. So out of bounds play underneath their own basket, sees it into Halen Kwiatkowski, and she gets the 2 points to go. As it's 3-2, Lady Bearcats lead early. Stolen by Kwiatkowski. She puts up the layup, no good. Rebounded back, though, by number 11. That was Abigail Ordonez. And then another whistle here. Looks like it was almost another foul. Oh, Michaela Kuski on the foul. So, Lady Bearcats getting it inbounds here. This is number 4, Alexandra Kutka, to bring it across the timeline. She finds Abigail Ordonez at the volleyball line, crossing over behind her back, then finds number 12. This is Mia DeJesus. DeJesus dumps it off to number 15, Kaylin Harris for a big-time 3. Splash! We've got a ball game here early on. Lady Bearcats lead 6-2 over the Lady Lancers.
These guys have only won 4 games. Wow.
Long season. As Michaela Kuski kicks it over to Lily Smith. Back to Kuski. Kuski over to number 22. This is Lauren Edison. Edison with the ball. Back to Kuski, who then finds Smith. Smith back to Kuski, top of the key. Then dumps off to Kwiatkowski. Almost lost it, still has it. Now dumps it off to Lauren Edison, and it dumps off her hand. It's going to go out of bounds. The Lady Bearcats looking good here early, Coach.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with them. I mean, their defense, they're in that zone, but they're moving really well, and obviously knocked down 2 threes that I mean, they were wide open, good looks, and looking really good. I'm surprised that LaVille, they're in a man-to-man, but they kind of picked them up half court, and I thought they'd pick them up full and try to put a little more pressure and kind of speed them up a little bit.
Well, the shots are falling for the Lady Bearcats. In what year did Wheeler win their last sectional game? 2018, 2020, 2021, or 2014?
14. I don't know.
Well, time's up. Let's see what it is. The answer is 2020.
Wow.
So, trivia here at North Judson St. Pierre off the Jumbotron. as we are proud to bring that to you this evening as part of the entertainment.
There he went to a full court there.
Stolen back by the Lady Lancers from the full court press, but the steal goes right out of bounds. And it's Lady Bearcat ball, still 2-6 as the LaVille Lady Lancers still lead in this one.
You know, I think it's one of them where he didn't want to exert a lot of energy, so he didn't go full court, and now he felt he had to after a couple threes they hit.
Well, they beat the full court press, but then a little too eager. They travel.
Overzealous.
A little overzealous. Interesting.
Interesting. There we go. Got it going again.
Kuski brings it across the timeline, kicks it over to Lily Smith, back to Kuski. Michaela with the ball into the corner. Halen Kwiatkowski for three, and she matches them 5-6. The Lancers down by 1 now. Full court press is on. The Lady Bearcats get it into number 11. This is Abigail Ordonez kicking it up to Mia DeJesus. DeJesus with the ball in the far corner. Cross-court pass, dangerous. Stolen by Michaela Kuski. And here she comes, bringing it across the timeline. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Finds Halen Kwiatkowski. Kwiatkowski in the corner, back to Lily Smith. Lily gets it into Lucy Shirk, who then finds Lauren Edison. Back to the top of the key to Michaela Kuski. Over to Lily Smith, back to Kuski. Driving inside, over to Lauren Edison. Now inside to Lucy Shirk. And Shirk stepped on the baseline, out of bounds.
Yeah, they're moving the ball really, really well against, I thought the first time Wheeler did a nice job of moving in that zone, but LaVille picked it up a little bit there and did a nice job of moving the ball around.
Stolen back, McCuskey. She gets it, Michaela Kuski. Oh, no, stolen back by the Lady Bearcats. Here they come on a fast break opportunity. Stolen back by Halen Kwiatkowski. Now there's a jump ball as they dove on the floor.
Wheeler.
So the possession arrow pointing in Wheeler's direction as they are saved there. 5-6 here. They lead by 1. 4:35 to go in the first quarter. This is number 4. Alexandra Kutka handing off to number 12. Mia DeJesus. DeJesus then hands off to Abigail Ordonez. Back to number 4, Kutka. Alexandra Kutka back over to Ordonez. Top of the key now, Abigail Ordonez. Hands off. This is number 15, Kaylin Harris, and she's going to lose it. Out of bounds. Turnover. Lady Lancers take over.
Yeah, they run a little weave at the top against their man-to-man, and LaVille did a nice job of switching.
Michaela Kuski to bring it across the timeline. Top of the key. She finds Helen Kwiatkowski. Kwiatkowski looking inside. Nothing there. Back to Lily Smith, who then finds Michaela Kuski. Tried to get it inside to Helen Kwiatkowski, but it's tipped out of bounds. Almost stolen by a Lady Bearcat. It'll be an out-of-bounds play underneath their own basket here. Out-of-bounds play into Halen Kwiatkowski in the middle. Stolen by the Lady Bearcats. Number 12 came up with it, Mia DeJesus, and she's going to bring it across the timeline. Kicks it over to Kaylin Harris. Back over to number 12. This is DeJesus, who then finds Ordonez. Abigail Ordonez, the junior, with the ball. Top of the key at the volleyball line. Lancers in his own defense here. Ordonez crossing over. Kicks it over to number 4, Alexandra Kutka. Kutka with the ball. Getting inside on McCuskey, shoots a right elbow shot. Foul called, not on the shot though, on the floor. And we'll see Michaela Kuski come out and checking in as number 15, Brooke Edison.
That's Michaela Kuski's second foul. That's why she came out.
Wow. Early on for Kuski, as she's a very integral part, the point guard of this team, as this is an out-of-bounds play underneath their own basket for the Wheeler Lady Bearcats. They get it into number 32, Megan Vincent, back out to number 11 for a shot. That was Abigail Ordonez, no
good. Good job of following her shot.
Yeah, but she grabbed her own rebound as she's at the top of the key now. Lily Smith on her. It looks like the Lady Lancers are in a man-to-man here. As this is Abigail Ordonez. Taking her time, being patient, just like Coach said, get the best shot. This is handoff to Mia DeJesus. She's going to shoot a 3. No good. Rebounded Lucy Shirk on the inside for the Lancers, and here they come.
They get a good look that time.
Yeah, they did. Brooke Edison bringing it across the timeline for the Lady Lancers. She finds Lauren Edison. Back over to Brooke. Brooke over to Lily Smith in the corner, who then gets it back to Brooke. Brooke Edison driving in. Finds Lauren Edison. Looking inside, nothing there. Back to Brooke. Cross court over to Lily Smith. Lily with the ball. Inside to Helen Kwiatkowski. Trying to find position. No.
Bailed her out.
Oh, man, she put up a shot, no good, but she's fouled as she'll go to the line for 2. So a little bit of a stalemate here early on as both teams are kind of feeling each other out, Coach.
Yeah, that's they're moving the ball really well, and I think the defense is playing well for the Bearcats right now. The foul was on Kaylee Catone.
Kwiatkowski's first free throw's up, away, and no good. As Lauren Edison will check out for the Lady Lancers, and checking in is number 24, London Kwiatkowski. Second free throw from Kwiatkowski is good, making it 6-all here. The Lancers tie it. Full court press is on. Here's the Wheeler Lady Bearcats. This is number 11, Abigail Ordonez with the ball. Dumps it off to number 12, Mia DeJesus. Back over to 15, Kaylin Harris. Harris tried to get it inside, hit Lucy Shirk in the face. Ball bounces back to number 12. That was Mia DeJesus for 3. No good. Rebounded inside by number 24, London Kwiatkowski. Then there's a foul on the rebound. It looks like it was on
Ordonez.
Yeah, Ordonez. And Shirk's going to check out, and checking in is number 32, Quincy Blodgett. So the Lady Lancers will bring it across the timeline. It's number 15, Brooke Edison. Kicks it over to number 24, London Kwiatkowski. Back to Brooke, who then finds Lily Smith in the far corner. Inside to Helen Kwiatkowski. Back out to the corner to number 24, London Kwiatkowski. And then there's a foul baseline. It looks like it's going to be on number 3, Kendall Chevalier. Chevalier. Out of bounds play underneath their own basket for the Lady Lancers. They get it into Helen Kwiatkowski. Fake driving inside, kicks it out to Lily Smith. And you're right, Coach, she's called for a travel. She dragged that back foot.
I like what the Bearcats are doing. They're switching it up from the 1-2-2 to a 2-3 and giving the Lancers a little bit fits right now.
So tight ball game here early as the Lady Bearcats being very patient, breaking the full court press, and they get it out. This is number 11, Abigail Ordonez, to the corner to Kaylin Harris for 3. No good. Rebounded Helen Kwiatkowski. Here she comes on a fast break opportunity, crossing the timeline, getting it inside. This is number 24, London Kwiatkowski. She shoots a 15-footer in the corner. No good. Rebounded Kaylin Harris, and here come the Lady Bearcats. Kaylin with the ball inside. Nice pass to number 3, Kendall Chevalier. Stolen, though, back by number 15, Brooke Edison, and the fast break opportunity. She's going to take the lead off a 2-point layup. 8-6, the Lady Lancers lead. Abigail Ordonez kicks it back over. Now this is number 4, Alexandra Kutka. Finds number 3, Kendall Chevalier in the corner. No good from 18. Rebounded Lady Lancers, and a foul's called immediately. So the Lady Lancers will have possession here.
That's her second, Kaylin Harris's second.
So the Lancers will inbound to Brooke Edison to bring it across the timeline. Edison kicks it over to Lily Smith. We're under a minute to go here in the first quarter as the LaVille Lady Lancers lead by 2, 8-6 in this game. The winner of this game will go to the sectional championship as Helen Kwiatkowski spins around and gets a nice left-handed layup to go, extending their lead 10-6 now. Lady Bearcats dealing with that full court press from the Lancers. They beat it and get it across the time. Oh no, stolen by Lily Smith. And she's going to dump it off to Brooke Edison to bring it across the timeline. 20 seconds to go. They find Helen Kwiatkowski in the corner. Back to Lily Smith. Then over to Brooke Edison. Top of the key. Wide open for 3. No good. Gets her own rebound, though. She followed it. Puts up a 14-footer. No good. Off the glass. Rebounded Helen Kwiatkowski. No good. Now rebounded by number 11, Abigail Ordonez. She takes it coast to coast. Puts up a shot. No good as it hits the top of the backboard. Dead ball stops it at 0.2 seconds here in the first quarter. And that'll be the end of the first quarter as the LaVille Lady Lancers lead 10-6 over the Wheeler Lady Bearcats, as today's broadcast is brought to you in part by First Farmers Bank and Trust, providing state-of-the-art banking with old-fashioned service. We thank them for supporting local high school sports. Today's game is also brought to you in part by Howard's Marathon of Winamac, serving Pulaski County for 43 years. Call 574-946-6894 and ask for Howard. We also thank Farm Fertilizer for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Call them at 574-867-2441. That's Farm Fertilizer, helping to move the bar on yield and crop investment returns. First quarter, Coach.
Well, I tell you, we get an exciting game. I'm watching Coach Ben Anderson up there, and I think he's hoping it stays close. He just wants he wants a close game the whole way through, maybe 3 or 4 overtimes. Get them a little tired out.
And this is a question I'd have for you, because I never experienced this, but would you prefer playing the first game or the second game? I
always like playing the first game.
And that's what I would say. To me, I would want to play the first game. You come into the second game a little stale sometimes, and maybe that's what the LaVille Lady Lancers are trying to shake off the rust a little bit.
Well, and after the first game was 70-11,
it was,
and so
pretty
you're
much
kind of
their
just
way.
sitting. Yeah, you're kind of just sitting there, LaVille, waiting and watching. You're going, oh, this, we can get through this.
Right.
But and you're kind of lulling, and hopefully they kick-started here in the second quarter and get things going like they have been playing.
And they will start with the ball for the second quarter, as this is London Kwiatkowski getting it into Lucy Shirk. Then a driving Helen Kwiatkowski. Nice play for the Lady Lancers as they score 12-6 now. As they were down at one point there in the first quarter, they have taken back the lead in full force. And then a timeout right as they find the open player slashing to the basket. Boy, that's gotta
that's
hurt.
one of them as a coach. You go, timeout. Oh, no, I don't want it.
The one time I wish the ref didn't hear me. So the Wheeler will call a timeout now. As we remind you, Mark's Body Shop in Knox is proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. If you ever need collision repair, contact Mark at 574-772-7003. So, yeah, quick timeout from Wheeler there as they had an open player to the basket. But I'd say he's wanting to draw up a play here that gets them probably a good look, I'd say.
Yeah, I think the other thing I think he needs to be telling them is that of the 12 points the Lancers have, Hela Kwiatkowski has 10 of their 12 points. So they may want to find her on the floor.
So Wheeler inbounds the ball to number 4. This is Alexandra Kutka. Now to the top of the key. This is Abigail Ordonez handing off to number 15, Kaylin Harris. Harris at the top of the key, picks her dribble up, finds number 4. This is Alexandra Kutka driving inside, shoots a 13-footer, and a foul's called on the floor.
Not sure who he called that on.
I'm not sure either.
15.
Oh, Brooke Edison for the LaVille Lady Lancers on the foul.
First.
As this is an out-of-bounds play underneath their own basket for the Lady Bearcats, and they threw it right to Helen Kwiatkowski as she steals it. She's going to bring it across the timeline. Now she finds Brooke Edison. Edison with the ball at the top of the key. Kicks it over to number 24, London Kwiatkowski. Back to Edison. Edison with the ball. The Lady Bearcats in a zone defense here. Edison crosses over, kicks it over to number 22, Lauren Edison. Now into Helen Kwiatkowski, and she's wide open for an easy layup. And the Lady Lancers are starting to pull away here, 14-6, as the Bearcats trying to do their best to beat this full court press by the Lady Lancers here. It's number 15, Kaylin Harris, stolen back by Lucy Shirk, and then London Kwiatkowski picks it up and hands off to Brooke Edison to bring it across the timeline. Edison with the ball, top of the key, kicks it over to London Kwiatkowski, back to Brooke. Brooke Edison with the ball. Now finds Helen Kwiatkowski. Kwiatkowski with the ball. Back over to London Kwiatkowski, who then finds number 15, Brooke Edison, into a Lucy Shirk. Almost lost it, but somehow she saves it. Dumps off to number 22. That was Lauren Edison, and a foul's called on the inside. It looks like it was on the floor.
It's on Abigail. That's her second.
Inbounds pass to number 15, Brooke Edison for 3, top of the key, no good. She gets her own rebound, though, and she's going to pull it back out to the top of the key. Helen Kwiatkowski's got 12 points in this game. Back up to the top of the key to Brooke Edison, over to number 22. That is Lauren Edison back to Brooke, who then finds and they threw it away, trying to get it to London Kwiatkowski. And checking in for the Lady Lancers is Lily Smith and number 32, Quincy Blodgett. Heelan Kwiatkowski and Lauren Edison will take a seat. So the full court press is still on from the Lady Lancers as the Bearcats are trying to beat it here. With the ball is number 11, Abigail Ordonez behind her back, almost lost it, but last touched by a Lancer.
A little too much dribbling there. They don't hit the open person, flash to them, help them out.
So the Bearcats inbound to number 4, Alexandra Kutka. Kutka with the ball, top of the key, crossing over. She hands off to Abigail Ordonez. Lancers in that 2-3 zone, it looks like.
No, they're in a man-to-man right now.
Man-to-man now. As the handoff to, this is number 4, Alexandra Kutka. Lancers in the man-to-man defense here. Kutka crosses over, driving inside, couldn't get around her defender. Dumps off inside, lost the ball, stolen by number 32, Quincy Blodgett. And here come the Lady Lancers. Top of the key, Brooke Edison kicks it over to Lily Smith. Smith back to Edison. Now Edison driving inside, left elbow shot, no good from her. Rebounded number 12. This is Mia DeJesus. She's going to bring it across the timeline all the way back out. This is number 4, Kutka. Then over to number 11, Abigail Ordonez, and a travel's called on her. A little too quick.
That's one of them. She had a wide open look. She should have just tried to take that shot. Got a little antsy and moved her feet.
Well, she can dribble. We've seen that.
Yep. I'm impressed, I tell you, with the Bearcats. I guess I was just looking at their record, but they've really impressed me with, especially on the defensive side. They've done a pretty good, nice job, except for not being able to find Heelan Kwiatkowski.
And she just, speak of the devil.
There she comes. She got a little rest.
Coach. Boy, spoke too soon for the Bearcats as Heelan Kwiatkowski checks back in, and she has the ball now. Getting it to Lucy Shirk in the corner. Shirk picks up her dribble, back to Brooke Edison. Edison finds Heelan Kwiatkowski, top of the key, over to Lily Smith now. Bearcats in the zone, in a man-to-man, Lily Smith back to Brooke Edison, who then finds Heelan Kwiatkowski. Kwiatkowski looking inside, nothing there. Back to Brooke Edison, over to Heelan Kwiatkowski now. Into Lucy Shirk in the corner. 4 minutes to go here in the first half of game 2. The winner of this game will play the South Central Satellites. The ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by a Lancer. It's a turnover, Coach.
Yeah, that was kind of an unforced one for sure. I get a score at halftime at Culver. Westville Blackhawks are leading the Dragons 22-18. Kind of a surprise.
Tight one. As we have a timeout here in our game, today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Culver Portside Marina. Speaking of Culver, they can make sure your boat is ready for the winter. If you need help storing or winterizing your watercraft, call Glenn Bailey at 574-842-5000. We also thank Patrick Auto Group for supporting local high school sports tonight. Located in Knox on US 35, call 574-772-7272. That's Patrick Auto Group. 4 minutes to go here in the first half. The Lady Lancers lead 14-6, but as Coach said, the Wheeler Lady Bearcats have come to play. They've slowed it down, and they're playing very mature.
They've done a pretty good job. Probably the two things that they need to really do a better job of, I got them for 11 turnovers thus far. They've just gotten kind of in a hurry at times because they handle the ball pretty well, and surprising, just some of their decisions have not been real good ones, and so they've struggled. The other thing is they've got to find Heelan Kwiatkowski, because her having 12 of the 14 points, that zone, maybe go to a box and one or just shadow her side.
I agree. Bearcats with the ball now on their end of the floor. This is number 11. Abigail Ordonez dumps it off to Mia DeJesus. DeJesus with the ball, Heelan Kwiatkowski on her. She kicks it out to the corner, Kaylin Harris. Harris now a big-time three from her on the way. Looked good, but no. Rebounded Heelan Kwiatkowski. She's having a game, and she's going to bring it across the timeline all on her own. She's going to drive inside, dumps it off to Lucy Shirk, and down low, and then it's,
I thought it went off her knee.
I thought it was off Lucy Shirk's knee, but no. Better vantage point from the officials' point of view down there, as it's an out-of-bounds play underneath their own basket for the Lady Lancers. Kicking it out to Brooke Edison now. To the corner. This is number 32. Quincy Blodgett out to Brooke Edison, top of the key. 3 on the way.
The banks are open.
The bank is open as she cashes in a check from the top of the key. 17-6, an 11-point ball game as the LaVille Lady Lancers continuing their push forward. And then right away, another turnover. Kaylin Harris tried to get it inside, but the ball goes sailing out of bounds. Lady Lancer ball. Coming up on 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Brooke Edison kicking it over to Lily Smith, who then finds Lucy Shirk in the corner. Cross-court pass to Helen Kwiatkowski, fakes the shot, moves inside from 10 feet, no good. Rebounded Lucy Shirk, and on the putback, she's fouled. She'll go to the line.
Mia DeJesus, they were first.
So Lucy Shirk at the line. She'll shoot 2 here. First one's up away from her and off the back iron a little too hard. I should have grabbed food. I'm hungry. Shirk's second free throw on the way, and it is good. 18-6, 12-point ball game as the LaVille Lady Lancers lead. And the Wheeler Lady Bearcats get it in. Almost stolen, but they still have it. It's number 4, Alexandra Kutka with the ball. Kutka brings it across the timeline. She's at the top of the key now. Dribbling. Puts up a shot. She's going to get fouled by Brooke Edison. So she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
I think that's going to be Brooke's second.
And that may be what you need to do, is to try to get it inside and put a shot up to get a foul to get to the line.
Well, they haven't scored since them 2 threes that they hit. It's been a long dry spell.
It has been a while. As those 2 threes early on really helped them get going.
Oh, there you go. Got the wrap off the top of that basket.
So she hits the first free throw. Kutka, second one's on the way, as she will make that one count as well. So 18-8, 10-point ball game, 2:30 to go in the first half. Lancers bringing it across the timeline. It's number 14, Ava Wheel, who then dumps it off to number 32, Quincy Blodgett. Back to Wheel, and she's going to travel. So the Lady Bearcats will take over here with 2:25 to go in the second quarter. They get it into number 11, Abigail Ordonez. Ordonez crosses the timeline. She's taking on Lily Smith. Gets it inside. Shoots it from 10. No good. Almost got a rebound, but no. Lucy Shirk is there. And here come the LaVille Lady Lancers. This is Ava Wheel with the ball. Dumping it off. Inside now to Lucy Shirk. Then finds Helen Kwiatkowski. Out to Lily Smith for a corner 3. And she's going to make it count. Big time 3 from Lily Smith. 21-8. The Lancers lead. Now on the other end of the floor, this is number 12, Mia DeJesus. And she almost lost it. Last touch by a LaVille Lady Lancer. I think Helen Kwiatkowski got a hand in there. So a sideline out of bounds play right in front of the LaVille Lady Lancers bench for the Lady Bearcats. As here's a right elbow shot from Abigail Ordonez. No good, and the ball hits the baseline out of bounds. So the Lancers will have the ball here with 1:45 to go in the first half.
Looks like Satellites have left. Get a little.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, get a little rest. Get ready for their game tomorrow night.
As they were scouting out both of these teams to see who they would be facing. Still in question though, but the Lancers are in control, 21-8 right now. As this is number 32, Quincy Blodgett, getting it back out to Lucy Shirk. Then to the top of the key, Ava Wheel for 3. No good. Rebounded Bearcats. This is number 12, Mia DeJesus, who then finds number 11. This is number 11, Abigail Ordonez. Ordonez driving inside, kicks it off. This is number 12, Mia DeJesus, who then finds Kutka. Alexandra Kutka shoots a shot from 18, top of the key, and she makes it count. As she had the free throws a little bit earlier, that might have warmed her up. 21-10, under a minute to go here in the first half. Lily Smith now getting it back over to number 14, Ava Wheel. Then back to Lily Smith. Smith back to Wheel. Top of the key, Ava Wheel over to Lily Smith now. Smith back to Wheel, top of the key. Bearcats in the zone. Now inside to Shirk, and a foul's called. Looks like it's going to be on number 3, Kendall Chevalier.
It'll be her second.
21-10 is the score as that stops the clock at 34.2 seconds to go here in the first half.
I think the Wheelers done a better job of kind of shadowing Healing Kwiatkowski, and really hasn't done a lot this second period.
Shirk at the free throw line. First one's up away and is good, so she will get a second free throw.
She's 2 of 3 so far tonight from the line.
Shirk's second free throw on the way, and it rims out. Rebounded Healing Kwiatkowski though, and she puts it back, and she gets it to go.
Well, I just got to bring her name up.
Yeah, that's all you got to do. 24-10 as the Lady Lancers lead here. 20 seconds to go in the first half. This is Abigail Ordonez dumping it off to DeJesus for 3, top of the key. No good. Rebounded Quincy Blodgett. Here come the Lady Lancers.
They shot that ball a little too early.
Under 10 seconds here. This is Quincy Blodgett getting it into Lucy Shirk. Turn around. Tried to dump off the Healing Kwiatkowski. It's going to be stolen by the Bearcats, and that will be the end of the first half as the LaVille Lady Lancers lead the Wheeler Lady Bearcats 24-10. Stay tuned as the Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show is coming your way. For our sports analyst, Terry Minix, I'm Mitch Columbi. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Shell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, we've been serving family farms for over 130 years. We've seen our customers succeed in good times, pull through in tough times, and we've learned some lessons along the way. So we appreciate the customers we have today by finding the solutions they'll be looking for tomorrow. Are you ready to talk about your farm operation? Stop by a branch or visit us online at ffbt.com. First Farmers Bank and Trust, Equal Opportunity Lender, member FDIC.
When you grow up on the land, you have an appreciation for it. When you grow up and work on a family farm, on land that is shared by members of a family, all working together as a team, that appreciation grows even more. They know what it's like to work as a team to get the job done. At Lawrence Farms of Knox, Todd and Josh Lawrence and family support the local high school teams and wish them success all through the season.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas, average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
Rick Rab, 5-star in the Knox Mall. I'll tell you when my favorite time to come to 5-star is when we're talking turkey.
Let's talk turkey in February. Got turkey, got to have sweet potatoes. How about Louisiana Fresh Jumbo Sweet Potatoes? How about this number, Tony? You haven't seen it in 10 years. 39 cents a pound. Back in the deli, we got ham. If you haven't seen enough ham, Open Acres off the bone ham, $5.99 a full pound. By the way, where's that 5-star?
In the Knox Mall.
Welcome to Marion University's newest location, Ancilla College of Marion University. Marion's newest campus location in Plymouth is your home for an on-campus college experience. From living in the dorms to being a collegiate student-athlete, Marion University is ranked 3rd most innovative Midwest university by U.S. News and World Report. For more information about our 2- or 4-year degrees, go to www.marion.edu/Ancilla. That's www.marion.edu/Ancilla.
Welcome to the Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Halftime Show on K99.3 FM. Here's Mitch Columbi.
You know who it is, Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI from the Nest, as we are in sectional semifinal. As we are in the sectional semifinal round between the LaVille Lady Lancers and the Wheeler Lady Bearcats. The Lancers are leading 24-10. Coach, your overall opinion of that first half?
Well, it wasn't the prettiest half. I mean, I had the Bearcats with 12 turnovers and LaVille Lancers with 10 turnovers. But, I think the difference in the game was Helen Kwiatkowski having 14 of their 24 points. I think she's kind of did a little bit of everything. She's been great on the boards, kind of been that leader they need, to, kind of settle them down a little bit. And, they got a 14-point lead. We'll see how they get off. I always talk about, when it's the first 4 minutes of the second half, I think is huge in determining how the game's going to go. You play 4-minute increments, and I think when you have a team that, I think they should be, beating, you got to right now, okay, they stuck around for a long time here. We're up 14. Let's get on them now, the second half. These first 4 minutes, let's jump on them early, and then we'll hopefully coast to the championship game.
Yeah, a little bit of a change of pace here for game 2. I think we were anticipating the LaVille Lady Lancers maybe pulling away a little bit sooner from the Lady Bearcats. Not to say that the Lady Bearcats weren't up to snuff, but like you said, they came out, they were taking their time with the possession and making sure that they got the best shot possible, and I think that's how they're in this game right now, just down 14.
Well, I was impressed with their on the defensive side. I thought they did a really nice job. They were very active. Hands were active. Their feet were active. They were jumping to the ball and doing a real nice job real early, and then they kind of got away from it and, lost sight of Helen Kwiatkowski. But beyond that, I mean, they're not by no means out of this game. It's just they've got to get off to a really good start this second half and kind of limit the amount of turnovers they had. 12 in that first half is just too many.
Well, we'll definitely see what happens as we invite you to stick around, as this is the Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Halftime Show. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give third-generation owner Brian Hammond a call at 574-936-4660, serving the local area since 1936. We'll be back after this message from our sponsors. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
Kankakee Valley Broadcasting, bringing you Indiana High School basketball on 99.3 FM, The Valley.
Second half girls basketball action coming your way in sectional semifinal round. The LaVille Lady Lancers lead 24 over the Wheeler Lady Bearcats, 24-10. You're listening to KVB's WKVI.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has it in stock. From sampan, aqua patio, and sweetwater pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver Portside Marina can help. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 842-5000. Culver Portside Marina.
Hey folks, Auto Park Fort LaPorte has got some news for you. We now have the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles in LaPorte County. So if you're in the market, come and check us out because right now is the best time to trade in your current vehicle. Not interested in purchasing a vehicle? That's okay. We'll buy yours even if you don't buy ours. Not currently in the market, but your car needs serviced? Come check out our newly renovated service department and let them take care of all your service needs. And remember, we're not just an auto dealer, we're an auto park.
Kankakee Valley Broadcasting, bringing you Indiana High School basketball on 99.3 FM, The Valley.
From the Nest in North Judson, Indiana, we are getting ready for second half girls basketball sectional semifinal action as the LaVille Lady Lancers lead the Wheeler Lady Bearcats 24-10. I'm Mitch Columby along with sports analyst Terry Minix. As we get ready here, Coach, with 1 minute to go, I'll ask you this question. If you're a Wheeler down 14 points, I mean, you got to do what you did in the first quarter, but what's the first thing that you want to try to do on the offensive end to try to get some points?
Well, just be patient. They were running a weave at the top and attacking the basket, and they did a really nice job. I mean, in the first half, they kind of ran the weave, but it was more like a Princeton motion where they ended up driving and then a driving kick. And he ended up knocking down 2 threes early. But then they just went with the weave and started attacking, and then when they did, they lost the ball a number of times, and the turnovers are I think the difference in the game. If they would just take care of prize the basketball a little bit more, and they're going to get them open looks. Obviously, they look like they can shoot the basketball. So
absolutely. Well, we are under 15 seconds from beginning the third quarter here as tonight has flown by for this doubleheader.
I tell you, there's over at Culver with like 5 minutes to go, that game's tied 34-34.
My goodness.
Westville and Argus.
So, a very tightly contested game going on right now in Culver's. We'll keep an eye on that for you as we are back in action here in the Nest in North Judson, St. Pierre. The Lady Bearcats start with the ball first, and it was almost tipped out of bounds by a Lancer, or it was tipped out of bounds.
Yeah, get a little more pressure on that offense.
Saw the Wheeler Lady Bearcats now inbounds, and a miss layup opportunity by Kutka. Alexandra Kutka on the miss layup, and here's Kuski on the other end. She's back in to start the third quarter. Stolen back by the Lady Bearcats. This is number 15, Kaylin Harris, who gets it up to Alexandra Kutka. Step back three from her on the way, no good. Rebounded inside, though. A good follow from Abigail Ordonez. The putback is a miss, and then a whistle is called on the rebound. It looks like it's going to be on a Lady Bearcat here. Abigail Ordonez.
That's her third.
Wow. So Michaela Kuski will bring it across the timeline for the Lancers. The Bearcats are in a zone defense here. Kuski kicks it over. This is number 22, Lauren Edison. Edison back to Kuski. Now to Lily Smith, inside to Lucy Shirk. Dumps it off to Michaela Kuski. And then Kuski gets tripped up. A foul's called.
It's on by
De Jesus.
That's her second.
So De Jesus with the foul, as this will be an out-of-bounds play underneath their own basket for the LaVille Lady Lancers. Taking it out is number 22, Lauren Edison. Here comes the play. They get it into Heelan Kwiatkowski. Kwiatkowski gets it back out to Lily Smith. Smith now finds Michaela Kuski. Kuski now over to number 22. This is Lauren Edison. Back to Kuski, who then finds Lily Smith. Smith with the ball. Back to Michaela. Michaela driving inside. Back out to Lauren Edison. Inside to Lucy Shirt. Nice post play from her, and she gets the 2 points to go. 26-10. The LaVille Lady Lancers lead by 16. 6:40 to go in the third. This is number 4, Alexandra Kutka, bringing it across the timeline, dumps it off inside to number 32, Megan Vincent. It finds its way back out to the top of the key to Kaylin Harris. Harris with Michaela Kuski on her. Harris driving inside, spinning around. Oh, and she's going to get called for a travel. As you're right, Coach, too much dribbling sometimes.
Yeah. I got to give a score out here.
Yeah, please.
My assistant for years, Will Cody, is playing Warsaw in Concord, and he's winning at halftime, 28-27. Go get him, Will.
All right, go get him, Will. Leading by 1 right now. As here are the LaVille Lady Lancers in our game with the ball. Michaela Kuski at the top of the key. 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Now Helen Kwiatkowski tried to dump it off to Lucy Shirk, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by a Bearcat.
Looks like LaVille's being a little more patient with the basketball and spreading the floor out a little bit, doing a really nice job.
Kuski to inbounds pass for the Lady Lancers as they find it out to the top of the key. Back to Kuski in the corner for 3. On the way, no good, and rebounded by the Bearcats. That's number 5, Kaylee Catone on the rebound, and she finds Alexandra Kutka to bring it across the timeline.
Well, they've done a nice job on the defensive side. They just got to reward themselves, get themselves a nice look here and get them a basket and poke away at this lead, but couldn't do it.
Yeah, Mia DeJesus drove inside, missed the layup, and then we hear a whistle on the missed shot. So foul on the Bearcats, and the Lady Lancers will take over here. Michaela Kuski to bring it across the timeline for the Lady Lancers. She finds Lily Smith, back to Michaela. Michaela now finds number 22, Lauren Edison. Edison inside to Helen Kwiatkowski, and then threw it away as Lucy Shirk just drove baseline thinking that's where she was going, and the ball sails out of bounds. Turnover for the Lancers. Full court press from them, though. The Bearcats get it into Megan Vincent. Vincent back to number 15, Kaylin Harris. She's going to bring it across the timeline. Harris almost lost it as it was almost stolen by Lauren Edison, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay here, though. Kaylin Harris, sidelines out of bound play for them. Gets it into Megan Vincent. Vincent picks up her dribble. Now she's trapped.
Switched her pivot foot.
And she gets called for the travel, as Coach just mentioned. Right in front of the ref, too.
Yeah,
Can't
that's
get away with
never
that.
a good spot.
Can't get away with that one. As Lily Smith and Helen Kwiatkowski will check out for the Lady Lancers. As we see number 24, London Kwiatkowski check back in, as well as number 15, Brooke Edison. So Michaela Kuski at the top of the key. They get it into Lucy Shirk, and she almost lost it. And she hit her, she touched the baseline, it looks like. So another turnover sees the Bearcats take over here with 4:40 to go in the third. Stolen almost back by London Kwiatkowski, and it goes out of bounds. So the Bearcats have another opportunity here to inbounds. They get it into Alexandra Kutka, who's going to bring it across the timeline. Kutka crosses over, driving inside, picks up her dribble, almost lost it, kicks it back to 15, Kaylin Harris. Harris, deep 3 from her, top of the key, off the glass, no good. Rebounded Megan Vincent. Back to Kaylin Harris, drives inside, dumps off to number 12, number 32, Megan Vincent. Puts up the shot, no good. She'll get fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2.
Lauren Edison, that's her first.
So Megan Vincent at the free throw line. First one's up away, and it is off the glass and in. She'll make it count, 26-11. 4:20 to go in the third quarter. I would say it's been all Lady Lancers, but really it's
not a lot of scoring the second half.
It's just been a back and forth, feeling each other out all game, really.
I was just say the bank's open, but obviously she likes that bank. She did two of them.
Again, yeah. So she banked in her second free throw as well. as they get it into Lucy Shirk on the other end. This is Michaela Kuski. Kuski then finds number 22. This is Lauren Edison. Back to Kuski. Now over to Brooke Edison. Inside to Lucy Shirk, and a whistle's called on the inside. Helen Kwiatkowski will check back in, and checking out will be number 22, Lauren Edison. So an out-of-bounds play underneath her own basket for the Lady Lancers. They get it into Helen Kwiatkowski immediately. She shoots a 15-footer from the corner. No good. Rebounded by Lucy Shirk, though, and on the putback, she's fouled. She'll go to the line for 2.
Good job of boxing out, getting in good position there.
So Lucy Shirk will shoot 2 free throws here.
Megan Vinson get 2 quick fouls there.
She hits the first free throw. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
3 of 5 from the line tonight.
Second free throw's on the way from Lucy Shirk, and it's good, making it 28-12. Full court press from the Lancers. Stolen back by Brooke Edison, but then she falls out of bounds, keeping it Wheeler ball. They will move to the sideline now instead of the baseline. And it's stolen back. London Kwiatkowski steals it, and she gets it to Lucy Shirk. Now inside to Helen Kwiatkowski. Dumps off to Brooke Edison, and she gets a nice shot from 14 feet off the glass. 30-12, the LaVille Lady Lancers lead, and the full court press is on. They get it into number 11. This is Abigail Ordonez driving inside, now bringing it back out to the top of the key. Ordonez crossing over, still at the top of the key of the volleyball line. She's got Michaela Kuski on her. Ordonez dumps off to Kutka. Alexandra Kutka now with the ball. Crossing over, driving to the left side. Kuski on her. She still has the ball. Alexandra Kutka. Help comes, now she gets rid of the ball. That's Kaylin Harris with the ball now. Harris now hands off. This is number 14, Faith Lewin. And then passed off to Ordonez for a 15-footer, no good. She gets her own rebound, but then loses it. Lucy Shirk picks it up, and here comes Brooke Edison on a fast break. She goes coast to coast, puts up a layup, no good. Rebounded Wheeler, and then a whistle's called.
Going to be a foul on Kwiatkowski.
Helen Kwiatkowski.
It's only her first.
So Helen with the foul, as that's her first of the night. As Coach just mentioned, just under 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Almost lost it again. The ball's on the floor. They pick it up. This is Ordonez finding an open number 14. This is Faith Lewin from 15 feet. No good. Rebounded Lady Lancers.
I think Coach Gregory might need a timeout, kind of slow him down a little bit.
Kuski gets it over to Brooke Edison now. Edison back to Kuski, top of the key, who then finds Edison. Looking inside to Lucy Shirk. Turnaround shot from her, and she gets it to go. The post move works. 32-12. It's a 20-point ball game, right, Coach?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, your math. You've been working on that, I hear.
Abigail Ordonez brings it across the timeline. She puts up a layup, no good. Rebounded by Helen Kwiatkowski. Here they come. She pushes it forward to Michaela Kuski, and Kuski's going to bring it back out, taking her time. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 20-point ball game into Helen Kwiatkowski. Fakes a shot, dumps off to Lucy Shirk, out to Brooke Edison, who then finds Michaela Kuski. Shoots from 15 at the free throw line. Michaela Kuski, count it. 34-12, 1:40 to go in the third. Full court press is still on from the Lady Lancers. Stolen by Lucy Shirk. The press is working. Shirk gets it back to Kuski, top of the key at the volleyball line. They're going to reset the offense at 1:30 to go in the third here. Inside to Lucy Shirk. The turnaround shot in the post, no good. Rebounded by number 3, Kendall Chevalier. And here come the Bearcats. Abigail Ordonez with the ball. Michaela Kuski on her, crossing over. Lost it. Michaela Kuski picked the pocket. Now she hits the deck. She hit the deck, and now a foul's called on number 11, Abigail Ordonez. So
that'd be her fourth.
Her fourth foul of the night. She only has one more to give, as she'll have to take a seat on the bench. and going to the line for a 1-and-1, I believe.
It's only 6.
Okay, so not a 1-and-1. The LaVille Lady Lancers will inbounds this off the sideline in front of the scores table.
LaVille can just take their time, use that clock, be patient, get a good look.
Lucy Shirk in the corner, back to Kuski, who then gets it back to Halen Kwiatkowski, and she lost it, picked up by Alexandra Kutka. Here comes Kutka. Now it's stolen back by Halen Kwiatkowski. She's on a fast break opportunity. It's 2-on-2. Tries to get it to Lucy Shirk, and it goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Lady Lancers.
A lot of action, but not a lot to show for it.
Wheeler getting it in. This is number 12 with the ball, Mia DeJesus. DeJesus is going to cross the timeline here with London Kwiatkowski on her. DeJesus hands off to number 14, Faith Lewin. Lewin now over to Alexandra Kutka. Kutka trying to get it inside, puts up a left-handed layup, and she gets it to go. Big-time play from her, 34-14. 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter as the Lady Lancers lead. This is Michaela Kuski. Kicking it over to Brooke Edison, looking inside, nothing there. Back to Kuski, over to London Kwiatkowski in the corner, driving inside, puts up a left-hand layup, and she gets it to go. 36-14, 15 seconds and counting here in the third quarter. The Bearcats get it into number 12, Mia DeJesus. She's going to bring it across the timeline. 5 seconds to go. Behind her back, dribbling to the top of the key. Picks up her dribble, dumps it off the 15. Kaylin Harris, under 3 seconds. She's going to have to shoot it. Here's Alexandra Kutka for the heave, and no good, as that will be the end of the third quarter. 36-14 as the LaVille Lady Lancers lead in this one over the Wheeler Lady Bearcats. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Lawrence Farms. We thank Todd Lawrence for supporting local high school sports. Zingo Express of Knox is a proud sponsor of tonight's action. Stop by Zingo Express in Knox and fuel up both you and your vehicle the Zingo Express way. Finally, tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Nepco Crane and Equipment Services, specializing in mobile crane service. Call Joe Knepp at 1-800-590-2272 for all your residential, commercial, and agricultural crane needs.
Well, the 22-point lead or deficit for the Bearcats, you're not going to get the 22 points back in one possession, and they've been going 100 miles an hour. They just need to slow down, get good looks, get good possessions, knock them down, just keep pecking away at that lead and try to cut it. By the 4-minute mark, if you can get it down to 10 points, that's what you need, and then you never know after that point.
Well, and I'll be honest with you, I think while the Lancers have been able to do, they're able to get this 22-point lead, which you don't want to diminish that at all, but they are not doing exactly what I think they would want to do. I mean, from what they looked like Tuesday to tonight, they've had to adjust through this game.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I have them for 15 turnovers, so they haven't taken care of the basketball, obviously, like they did the other night.
So something to keep an eye on is if they were to win this game, they'd go up against that fantastic South Central Satellite team who makes very little mistakes, Coach.
Right, and you're talking long, quick.
Yes, yes.
All that pressure, they do a really nice job of, spreading you out on the floor.
So on the other end, the LaVille Lady Lancers, Brooke Edison shoots a 15-footer from the wing, no good, and a fight for the rebound on the inside. It's a jump ball going in the direction of Wheeler.
40 seconds to go, Mitch. At Culver, it's 45-43 Argus. They must
man.
They must like them close games.
It's
after
going
3 overtimes the other night.
Yeah, no kidding. As on this end, we see the Bearcats miss a layup, get their own rebound, though. And in the corner for a big-time three, Kaylin Harris, splash, makes it count. 36-17, and that's what they need to do. Chip away moment by moment here, possession by possession. As Lily Smith kicks it back over to number 14, Ava Wheel, into the corner now. This is Brooke Edison, now to Helen Kwiatkowski. She puts up a layup, no good. Rebounded on the inside, and the putback goes by number 32, Quincy Blodgett. And that got the bench on their feet cheering for her. As Blodgett comes off the bench and provides minutes, that's what they want to see, getting points on the board from their bench. 38-17, the Lancers still in the lead. 6:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. Stolen back by Blodgett, but no, she lost it. It goes out of bounds, and it will be Bearcat ball.
3.9 seconds left at Culver. Argus 47. 48-45 Westville. And Westville has the ball.
Oh, man, last-second opportunity here for them, as you can feel the excitement all the way here in North Judson. This is Alexandra Kutka, though, at the top of the key for the Bearcats, kicking it over to Kaylin Harris, who then finds in the corner number 12, Mia DeJesus. Back to Alexandra Kutka. Kutka, who then finds Kaylee Catone. Catone gets it back to Kaylin Harris. Harris over to Kutka. Hands off to number 15, Kaylin Harris for another three. Splash. Looked like a drop of water. Tickled the twine on that one. 38-20 here.
That's her third three of the night.
Lily Smith now kicks it back over. This is number 14 with the ball, Ava Wheel. She has it, driving inside. Almost lost it. Gets it to Lily Smith. Halen Kwiatkowski then finds Brooke Edison for a three. Brooke Edison, big-time shot from her as she matches the three on the other end. Wow. Well, Kaylin Harris and Mia DeJesus, the two seniors, along with Faith Lewin on this Wheeler Bearcat team, as another turnover from the Bearcats sees the Lady Lancers take over. But yeah, Kaylin Harris, 3 threes in her senior. I mean, one of the last games potentially for her, as she's giving everything she's got out on the court tonight. She does not want her season to end. Yeah. They get it into Halen Kwiatkowski now. The Lancers with the ball. Kwiatkowski driving around, puts up a left-hand layup, and she gets it to go. Boy, she just starts to dribble, puts her head down, and gets through the defense as a timeout's on the floor from the Bearcats. They want to talk things over as Collins Insurance is part of the broadcast, taking care of all your insurance needs. Jim Collins told me to tell you, call him anytime at 574-772-6844. That's Collins Insurance, supporting local high school sports. I think it's a testament to the seniors on the floor tonight. No matter what the score is, they're giving their all, and Kaylin Harris providing the spark that they need. Like you said, chip away one possession at a time. But then on the defensive end, you've got to get a hand in their face and try to make Helen not get those easy layups. It's been tough for them, that's for sure.
Yeah. It is a final at Argus, or at Culver. Argus did win 48-45 over the Blackhawks.
So Argus moving on to the championship
we'll be
round.
Playing Triton for the championship.
That should be a fantastic game, as we wish both of those teams good luck moving forward. As tonight we saw the South Central Satellites of Union Mills take care of business against the South Bend Career Academy Trailblazers, and they will be in the championship game tomorrow. And as of right now, we're still awaiting the game here between the LaVille Lady Lancers and the Wheeler Lady Bearcats. 43-20 in favor of the Lancers. It's looking like it may be them.
Yeah, the ones we thought it would be, but you got to take your hat off to the Wheeler Bearcats. They've come out, play like you said. You got Caitlin Harris doesn't want it to be her last game.
No. So out of the timeout, the Bearcats have possession. It's Alexandra Kutka with the ball to bring it across the timeline. The pressure is backed off from the Lady Lancers as they're going to let this one ride out here. Kutka with 5 minutes to go. They need 23 points to tie this ball game. Here we go. Kutka gets it off. This is number 15, DeJesus with the ball. Or no, that was number 12, DeJesus, who then gets it back to number 5, Kaylee Catone. Catone back to DeJesus. DeJesus hands off to Kutka. Kutka then finds Kaylin Harris. Kaylin with the ball. Then gets it over to Kaylee Catone. Catone has the ball, extended wing in front of her own bench. Stolen by Michaela Kuski, and she's going to take it all the way for the layup. And, boy, that's a fast-paced turnaround there off the steal.
Well, I told them they got to be a little patient. Right now, I think they got to speed it up a little bit, being down 25 points.
DeJesus gets it back to Alexandra Kutka into the corner. This is number 5, Kaylee Catone for 3. No good. Rebounded by Megan Vincent. No. Michaela Kuski. The Lancers come up with the rebound, and here comes Michaela to bring it across the timeline. She kicks it over to Lily Smith. Smith now with the ball finds Michaela Kuski. Kuski then finds number 22. This is Lauren Edison back to Kuski, who then finds Lily Smith. The fans are cheering. They are very proud of their LaVille Lady Lancers here as we are coming up on 3.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Stolen by Mia DeJesus, and then a foul called immediately. we are going to have a full-on, we're going to have 3 new players enter the game for the LaVille Lady Lancers. Number 11, McKenna Deason. Number 21, Mariah Rickert. And number 14, Ava Wheel for the Lady Lancers. So some important minutes for the bench players. As you get minutes in a sectional game, that's very important, Coach.
That's Ava Weil.
Ava Weil, thank you, sir. So driving inside,
Nice shot.
number 4, Alexandra Kutka, and she gets the layup to go. As here is Ava Weil with the ball, getting it over to number 11, McKenna Deason. Deason back to Weil, who then finds number 24, London Kwiatkowski, driving baseline. Missed the shot, rebounded Mia DeJesus. DeJesus up to Kutka, and she overthrew it. It goes out of bounds.
At Concord, Will Cody's team is up 43-41 at the end of 3.
Okay, one
Come on,
quarter to
Coach.
go. 1 quarter to go for him. As this is Ava Weil with the ball, kicking it over to number 24, London Kwiatkowski. Back to Weil. Then over to McKenna Deason. Back to Ava Weil, who then finds London Kwiatkowski. Back to Weil, over to McKenna Deason. Deason back to Weil. Weil driving inside, weaving her way through, puts up a layup, no good. Rebounded by number 11. This is Abigail Ordonez to bring it across the timeline. And it's almost stolen. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by a Lancer. And we will have a substitution here, Coach. Number 13, Ashlyn Trinidad coming in for number 5, Kaylee Catone. Out of bounds play underneath their own basket for the Bearcats. They get it in. Almost stolen. And it was almost stolen. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by a Lancer. So another out-of-bounds play underneath their own basket for the Bearcats.
I think we're seeing it's going to be the Lancers and the Satellites tomorrow. Ought to be a really good game.
23-point game here. Yeah, it's looking all but over here, as it would take a miracle and several prayers. Abigail Ordonez at the top of the key, getting it off to number 4, Alexandra Kutka, but then head coach Gregory wants to call a timeout and talk to his girls one final time here with 2:23 to go in the 4th. We thank the Stark County Co-op, your local agricultural cooperative that offers an array of service and support, including grain, agronomy, seed, fuel, and LP Petroleum. Call 574-867-2411 to contact the Stark County Co-op. Finally, today's broadcast is brought to you in part by 5 Star. We thank them for supporting local high school sports and remind you to shop local. That's 5 Star in the Knox Mall.
There you go. Hey, it's kind of what we thought it was going to be, Mitch. The championship, we thought it would be LaVille, playing the Satellites, but I think the Lancers had to probably exert a little bit more energy than Coach Amor probably wanted them or expected them to. But I'm sure, they're young. They'll come back.
So a whistle on this end of the floor sees Abigail Ordonez go to the line for 2. Looks like Michaela Kuski's called on the foul.
I think London.
Oh, London Kwiatkowski, excuse me, on the foul. Her first of the night. Abigail Ordonez's first free throw's up, away, and is good. That makes it 45-23, 22-point ball game with 2:22 to go in the 4th.
I like that you're really working on your math skills.
I know.
Isn't that good?
Well, you embarrassed me a couple weeks ago. I was embarrassed.
Was your mom listening?
She didn't say anything. Ordonez misses the second free throw. And the Lancers come up with the rebound, bringing it across the timeline is number 14, Ava Weil. She has the ball, now finds over to London Kwiatkowski. London into number 32, Quincy Blodgett. And then a jump ball, as there was a fight for possession, sees the Lady Lancers take possession, or still have possession, excuse me. They get it into London Kwiatkowski. She trips, hits the floor. Quincy Blodgett from 3 in the corner, no good. Rebounded Bearcats, and here they come. This is Kutka bringing it across the timeline. Alexandra Kutka hands it off. This is number 11. Abigail Ordonez spinning around. Dumps it off. Number 12, Mia DeJesus for three. No good. And it was last touched by number 11, Abigail Ordonez. It goes out of bounds. Lancers take over. 1:40 to go here in the ball game. Has a few final substitutions here. Sees number 32, Megan Vincent, check back in, and Lillian Bonner check back out for the Lady Bearcats. As this is the Lancers bringing it across the timeline. London Kwiatkowski with the ball now. She drives inside, shoots a shot, no good. Rebounded by the Bearcats. Now the ball's loose on the floor. Lancers pick it up. This is number 32, Quincy Blodgett. Back out to number 14, Ava Weil. But a whistle's called, as it looks like London Kwiatkowski came up hobbled on that play.
Yeah, that was the Carrie Snick called the timeout there to try to help her get off the floor.
So the Lady Lancers still have possession, as London Kwiatkowski's going to try to walk that off down the back hallway here at North Judson St. Pierre. This is Ava Weil getting it over to McKenna Deason. Back to Weil. She has the ball, now finds number 22, Lauren Edison for three, on the way, no good. Rebounded Alexandra Kutka. Here come the Bearcats, pushing it forward, stolen back by the Lancers. So picked it up by Lauren Edison, and here come the Lady Lancers. Under a minute, as Coach just said, 45-23. The Lancers are going to move forward and play the South Central Satellites tomorrow night here in North Judson St. Pierre. As it's stolen by the Lady Bearcats, under 45 seconds to go here. 45-23. This is number 11, Abigail Ordonez. Now to Mia DeJesus, driving inside, puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded, number 21, Moriah Reichert. And here come the Lancers to cross the timeline. It's Ava Weil getting it over to McKenna Deason. Deason back to Weil, top of the key. 25 seconds to go. You can count it, you can feel it, almost counting down now. Getting it in. This is number 21, puts up a shot. That was by Moriah Reichert. And the ball goes out of bounds off the miss. Bearcat ball stops the clock at 15.2 seconds.
LaVille going to the ship.
LaVille's going to the show here. They're moving forward, as Alexandra Kutka is going to have the ball at the top of the key, under 10 seconds to go. Hands off to Mia DeJesus. DeJesus with the ball, driving inside, puts up a shot, as that will be the end of the ball game. The LaVille Lady Lancers move on for a shot at a sectional championship tomorrow night as they beat the Wheeler Lady Bearcats 45-23. We are going to step away and come back for our Collins Insurance post-game show. For our sports analyst Terry Minix, I'm Mitch Columbi. You've been listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Howard's Marathon in Winnemac has a reputation built on getting things done right. With 30 years experience as an ASE Master Auto Technician, Dean Wentz is the right choice for the auto repairs or service. From auto computer diagnostic checks to new batteries and tires, they can take care of it all. Howard's Marathon is a proud supporter of area high school sports and wishes all teams a great season. Howard's Marathon, 121 South Monticello Street in Winnemac. Call 574-946-6894.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking. In 4-hour dinners with friends. And that first bite of something new. And in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
Welcome to the Collins Insurance Agency's post-game show. Let's get back to Mitch Columbi and Coach Terry Minix.
45-23 is the final as the LaVille Lady Lancers move on to the sectional round as they beat the Wheeler Lady Bearcats here in Game 2 of Sectional 34 semifinal round. We saw the South Central Satellites take care of business early on in the first game as they move on and play the LaVille Lady Lancers tomorrow night. We are so excited to be here for that game as that is an anticipated matchup. Of course, the South Central Satellites, we heard from head coach Ben Anderson after their first game tonight. He told us straight up that first game just had a bunch of different things happen that the Satellites definitely know not to do now. And, first game of the season, you really can't gauge a team off the first game of the season, can you, Coach?
No, like Coach said, he said, they had lost 3 talented seniors from the previous year, and then you're playing your first game, and you're trying to still feel out, who's going to do what, the responsibility and who's going to be the leader for the team. And in the first game, and they played a really good LaVille team, as it turned out. They went on, and now they're on a run. So it wasn't like they played a team that only won 4 or 5 games in the year. They played a really good team. So it's going to be a good game. It really will be. I think, it's going to come down to, the pressure of the Satellites and as far as LaVille, it's going to be, how they shoot. If they shoot as well as they shot against the Blue Jays, and it could be anybody's game.
Yep, I totally agree. And I think the LaVille Lady Lancers, while they didn't get to do what they probably wanted to do tonight, they still were able to get the win and get into that championship matchup where they know they've beaten the South Central Satellites. They're probably very happy knowing that they're playing a team that they've beaten before. Right.
They exerted a little bit more energy than they probably wanted to, but like I say, these are young ladies, and they'll get rested up, and Coach Amore will have them ready to go with a good game plan. And like I say, I'm excited. I think it's going to be a really, really good game. Like I say, I love watching South Central play. I think Coach Anderson does a great job, and just watching, the speed and, way they fly around. And the other part is, we keep saying it over and over, is, how many weapons they have. I mean, they obviously have any of the 5, and then they got a couple girls that come off the bench that come in that, can score. The freshmen can come in and score 6 or 8 points for you. So it's going to be a great game, and I'm excited. I'm excited to be able to be here, because I think I've watched these Satellites for the last few years. The program has been amazing, and I think they got some unfinished business.
Well, we're going to step away and come back for our Stark County Co-op Plays of the Game. This is the Collins Insurance Postgame Show, and you are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Collins Insurance Agency in Knox has done it again. They have earned the distinction of preferred agency partner from the Western Reserve Insurance Company.
Can't touch this.
So what does that mean for you? Collins Insurance Agency provides themselves of taking care of its community. That means providing the best insurance that keeps you and your family safe in a time of need. And with this honor, Collins Insurance Agency looks forward to providing Stark and surrounding counties the best customer service you and your family deserve. Collins Insurance Agency in Knox, living the golden rule by treating you like family.
Farm Fertilizers and Seeds is proud to be our area's newest sales representatives for Pioneer Hybrid Seed. This is Andy Awald. Pioneer offers top-of-the-line genetics, a complete portfolio including alfalfa and wheat seed, and cutting-edge seed traits and technologies. Combined with exceptional financing options, Pioneer provides the total package, one that we are proud to be able to offer our customers. If you are currently working with a Pioneer sales representative, you have made a good choice. If you aren't, let Farm Fertilizers and Seeds show you how Pioneer can work on your farm. Call us today at 867-2441 to answer any of your questions.
It's time for the Stark County Co-op Play of the Game. Now, let's return to the voices of WKVI, Sports Director Mitch Columbi and Coach Terry Minix.
All right, Coach, had a time to think it over. What was our play of the game for our first game of the night?
Well, the first game, there was a lot of good plays early, and it was all Satellites. But in the first period, with 2 minutes, 11 seconds to go, it was the 3 by Katie Welsh to make the score 19-2, and I don't think the Satellites looked back at all.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on into our second game of the night. What was our play of the game?
It was back and forth there early, and then I really think in the third period when Brooke Edison hit that 3 with 3 minutes and 39 seconds left into the third period, put the score 30-12, and then at that point they never looked back. For that reason, Brooke Edison's going to have the play of the game.
So that was our Stark County Co-op plays of the games from Game 1 and Game 2, as we have our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game coming up next. This is the Collins Insurance postgame show. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Brams. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392, the Stark County Co-op.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
Time to announce the Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. Mitch.
Hey, appreciate it, John. It's time now for our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game, given in memory of Ashley Derrickson, a 2008 graduate of North Judson San Pierre High School who battled cancer throughout her high school career before losing that battle on December 12th of 2008. We'll tell you who's earned that honor after this word from 5-star.
5-Star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owners serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5-Star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5-Star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
All right, Coach, time now for our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game for Game 1.
Well, I think the last time we watched them play, I think this same young lady got this, and I think it seems like every time it's like her, it's her award because Olivia Marks, did it again. I mean, she's she's a leader, one of the leaders on the team, and she got them going early and often, and she's going to have to do that again tomorrow night. But for tonight's game, I had Olivia Marks. She had 17 points.
Yeah.
Just kind of did it all
Doing
again.
It all.
So for that reason, she is the Ashley Derrickson player of the game for that first game.
So congratulations to Olivia Marks once again being named our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. Now for Game 2, Coach.
Game 2, I mean, it really got them going. Was that Helen Kwiatkowski. I mean, she
and I
had
could
all.
Be wrong.
Yeah, well, we're going with it.
We're going with it.
But she did a really nice job. She got them going early. She had, the first 12 of their 14 points, and she ended up with 16. But she does more than just score. I mean, I think you're going to see a battle between Marks and her tomorrow. I think it was the same thing when they played the Blue Jays. Kwiatkowski and Frazier, went at each other, and I think you're going to have that tomorrow, where I think Olivia Marks, and Kwiatkowski's going to be two girls you really want to watch and come out here and see. You're going to see who really wants this sectional championship here.
Well, we are looking forward to it as the South Central Satellites of Union Mills and the LaVille Lady Lancers will be facing off here at Sectional 34 for a sectional championship. We will be here and ready for you, as I also remind you to join us tomorrow morning for the Saturday Sports Line. That's the longest-running high school sports show in Indiana, thanks to our very own Harold Welter. We always have several of our area head coaches on hand as we go live at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central on 99.3 FM and streaming around the world at WKVI.com. Don't forget about the replay, though, every Sunday at 6 p.m. Central. So if you missed the Saturday Sports Line on Sunday, don't worry. Tune in at 6 p.m. Central, and you'll be able to hear hear the replay. I also invite you to follow us on social media, on Facebook at Sports to the Max, on Instagram at WKVI Sports, and on Twitter at KVB Sports for all Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports content. Final word from you tonight, Coach.
Well, it's the fun time of the year, and I'm excited to watch these two teams. You got Coach Anderson, who's been a coach for a couple 2-3 years, and South Central's been great. And you got a rookie coach who's got his team playing, and Coach Amore playing as well as they can play right now, and it's going to be a fun championship game tomorrow. And I think both teams are going to leave it right out there on the floor. So I'm excited. We'll be here. We'll be loud and proud and pumped up and ready to go, and then watch these two teams battle it out.
More to come. Stay tuned. From all of us here at KVB, we thank you for listening to Indiana High School Sports. For our in-game producer, Marilla Schaefer, our sports analyst, Terry Minix, our in-game announcer, John Thompson, I am Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. We are Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Thank you for listening to Indiana High School Basketball on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Sponsored in part by Coca-Cola, Culver Portside Marina, Nepco Crane and Equipment Services, specializing in mobile crane service, Patrick Auto Group, Farm Fertilizers, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Lawrence Farms, Mark's Body Shop in Knox, Zingo Express, Pulaski Memorial Hospital, Stark County Co-op, Ancilla College, The Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, Collins Insurance, Howard's Marathon of Winnemac, and 5 Star. We thank our sponsors for their dedication in supporting local high school sports.